welcome to another episode of the Cummcast. This week's beer of the week is the Zen Garden by Clown Shoes Brewing Co. This is a New England style IPA that is brewed with Azeka, Citra, and Mosaic hops. It is a double dry hopped beer, so for all you IPA fans, proceed with caution, but in my opinion, it's really not that bad. It has an ABV of 6.7% and a 3.76 bottle cap rating on Untappd.com. This brewery, in my opinion, Clown Shoes Brewing, all of the cans have dope ass artwork. They have a many different variety of beers. They have all good reviews on them. It's an independent brewers association, so you can represent that drinking this. But this can itself, I mean, it's a Grim Reaper with clown shoes, and it's in a Zen garden, and he's just hanging out in his dojo. So I can support these guys. Clown Shoes Brewing Co., Cummcast approved. Go get some today. Now, let's get into the episode with our friend and townie legend, Cody Ikerd. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Cummcast. I am Ryan, your fucking pig master general. On this fucking episode, podcast, world, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And joining me, as always, sometimes, is Cody.
What happened to Magic Carpet Ride? I like that.
We did it like 6 times. It's getting old.
You're right. Welcome, everybody. I am your tank driver. Like in
Fury?
Yeah, like in Fury. I am not Brad Pitt. I'm the
dude who gets his face shot off.
Yeah, I'm the guy that gets his face shot off. Welcome, everybody. And we have an awesome guest in this week. First time guest, of course. They're all first time guests so far.
Right.
Welcome, everybody. Cody Ikerd. Yeah.
The closest thing we could get to a celebrity, people.
Sorry to sell you short. I don't know.
I mean, we couldn't get John Mellencamp because he doesn't answer my phone calls and I'm not allowed on his property anymore.
I heard he's also a prick. So
I think the same thing. I don't know.
I mean, you can only climb a guy's gate so many times before you just get a cease and desist.
Right.
That actually happened like a year and a half ago, didn't it?
I don't doubt it.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows where he lives, so it's not that. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so is he? So notorious. Okay, John Mellencamp. You know, he lives locally. Nobody's a stranger to John Mellencamp living here, and he's notoriously an asshole. Apparently, I've never met him, so I can't say that.
Hey, that's just what I've heard.
That's just what I've heard.
He could be taking classes. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's just what I've heard. But I mean, you know, he's married to Meg Ryan, so he's cool in my book.
Is he now? Is he still?
No.
Oh.
No. He's and then he dated Christy Brinkley for a while. Like, what the fuck's up with that? You know,
I feel like this is back in the day.
But if you look at pictures of John Mellencamp now, he looks like a leather handbag.
Yeah.
The only thing I can definitively say about Mellencamp, because I never met him, but he does have a big head.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Dude's got
a giant fucking head.
Yeah, look at him.
Oh shit.
I mean, Skeletor.
I mean, I feel like it got bigger though. It got bigger. Either his eyes went down. I don't.
That's Jimmy Cougartron right there.
Jimmy Cougartron. That's a fucking good one, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, he looks like an asshole. I mean, Little Pink House is Jack and Jill, but
he's got some good songs.
I mean, I think how he wrote Jack and Jill was he just had a couple of kids named Jack and Jill. And
it was Jack and Diane, not Jack and
Diane.
Jill.
Jack and Jill. You can tell him I'm Mellencamp.
Yeah, know your shit.
It was Jack and Diane.
Jack and Jill.
They literally were running up his hill and he shot them both or something.
I bet that's what he did to the guy who fucking jumped his gate.
He's like the real life Nevercracker off Monster High. He's like, get off my lawn. Definitely, that's John Mellencamp.
Yeah, he is.
John Mellencamp's a dick. We have Cody Ikerd in the studio.
Yeah,
what's up?
Welcome, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping I'd walk in and like be a a throwback to the football locker room of Stroke.
Shit.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, I can break out like the jock straps and the lockers. The lockers are behind you.
Yeah.
You started talking
Or
about
the
locker
weight
room, and I
room.
was like a bunch of fucking naked guys.
It was sometimes in the locker room, sometimes in the weight room. It was, whatever.
It was everywhere.
It
Funny
was,
shit, though.
male testosterone in the lifting weights, and you just got guys with no shirts on, curling dumbbells.
All
and
talking about stroking each other.
dancing the Billy Squires stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, normal, like high school, right?
Yeah,
sure. Shoot.
I mean, it's I don't know anybody else's high school days that were as normal as that.
Yeah.
No shit.
I don't know.
What's all these fucking spelling bees and shit? Bunch of bitches. You know how to live, people.
Hell no, you can't even freaking go to school anymore.
That's
Stupid
fine.
COVID.
That's fine. Nobody needs to go to school.
Yeah.
John Mellencamp didn't go to school. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure John Mellencamp went to school.
I think so too, but
He's from Seymour, I think. He's from Seymour.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know his history. At least I know his songs. I don't know his history, obviously.
Well, that proves one thing. Seymour's good at raising assholes.
Well, because they just put that mural up in Seymour too.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Took him a fucking while. Don't you think?
Yeah. He had to pay his dues.
Yeah, you got Cooper's got to pay his dues, man. They don't get, Kent feed store for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just put up a seed store and think you're a town or anything. You got to have a mural first.
Right.
I mean, the town we came from. I mean, we got Damon Bailey, and after if those of you who don't know who Damon Bailey is, he was a big.
You probably fucking don't.
You probably don't, because he was a really good player in high school, okay in college, and sucked dick in the NBA.
I've met people on vacation. They're like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Bedford, Indiana." And they're like, "Where's that?" I'm like, "You ever heard of IU?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You know who Damon Bailey is?" I'm like, "That's where I'm from." They're like, "Oh, I know who Damon Bailey is."
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's happened more than once.
Really?
The elementary school that he went to has his face carved in stone.
Yeah, limestone.
Yeah, limestone. Because there's only two things in the region we're from in Indiana, and that's meth and limestone.
Meth, limestone.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And we know how to make our meth. Come on. I mean,
We definitely do. I saw one guy on the way here. He looked like he was about to die. I swear to God. His whole face was just covered in it looked like black tar heroin sores.
Did I talk about deterring a druggie?
Deterring a druggie.
Yeah, deterring a druggie, steering them. Did I talk about that last episode?
No, I don't.
That was for the gas station, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember
Yeah,
this.
Cody listens to the episodes, so.
I sit here and
two Codys on this podcast.
I fucking sit here and talk, and I don't remember anything that happened last episode.
A drug addict, I assume. Her teeth were orange, so she might just like Cheetos. I don't know. But she was itching everywhere, and she came up and talked to me on the street, and I was just walking through a neighborhood. And the gas station was.
Oh, I remember
and
this
it's
now.
right down the road. And I said,
Yeah, and you were just like, no, it's way fucking over there.
it's 3 miles across town, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it on accident. I didn't steer her away from my neighborhood on purpose.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Oh, this is on Cheyenne's episode.
Yeah,
right?
but
then again, you said you didn't feel bad.
No, I didn't feel bad at all.
Right.
No, not at all. Are you kidding me?
She was just trying to get a Diet Coke. That's all she
She
wanted.
was not looking for a Diet Coke.
Yes, she was.
No, a Diet Coke is in meth or something. I don't want people sucking dick for anything in my neighborhood.
She could have just been a nice person.
She's not a nice person.
She had fleas.
She wasn't wearing a mask. She's not a nice person.
She was outside, wasn't she, though?
Huh?
She was outside.
Yeah, then she walks up to me like a fucking weirdo. I ain't about that life. Stay away from me.
Alright.
The pandemic just gave me an excuse for everybody to stay the fuck out of my life.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
basically
much.
it.
She could have been just smoking unfiltered Camels or something and got orange teeth.
Probably.
You never know.
Cheetos, Orange Camels.
Those Camel Crushes. I heard
Fanta.
Those Camel Crushes, I heard they're the worst for you. 'Cause, you think about it. squashing like an icebreaker or a gusher or something in that thing, and then you're breathing it in. I don't know what it is.
Supposedly menthol's worse for you than regular cigarettes.
It's
So
like-
like if you're walking on ice, you know,
Right.
you might as
I
well.
think they just crystallize your lungs, but
yeah.
nothing's worse than like some Reds, some Marlboro Reds,
Some
Cowboy Killers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, 2021, the year of cystic fibrosis. We're okay.
Yeah,
You know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is. But
I'm pretty sure. So, what's been going on, Cody?
Well,
nothing much, man.
Not a whole lot, really. I mean,
The star of the show, okay?
We've lost about 35 shows this year since COVID
Yeah.
happened. We've just been picking up private parties here and there, and starting to pick back up a little bit. But I think it might start going downhill with the resurrection of COVID.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For those of you who don't know, Cody Ikerd is the frontman for the band Cody Ikerd and the Sidewinders.
Yeah.
And you are primarily country rock or just country? Or
I usually just say country, but sometimes that can scare people. I
Yeah.
don't know, or
I
I don't want to give the wrong vibe, like I'm out there playing Sam Hunt music or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's definitely not Sam Hunt.
No, it's definitely not.
It's definitely older school country, and some might argue the better style of country.
It's what country still needs to continue to be.
Yeah.
What country used to
Yeah.
be and what it should still be.
Yeah.
I think the only person that's possibly keeping that alive is people like you guys, and then like Chris Tableton, and not very many other people.
Luke Combs, I think he's
More-
doing a pretty good job of it.
more smaller time people.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there doing it too. They're selling out, like the Ryman and all over
Right.
the place, and like Cody Jinks, Whitey Morgan,
Right.
all those guys. They've been doing it for years now.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
just now getting the recognition that
Yeah.
they deserve, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're still making good music, and it's not
Yeah.
talking about hair blowing in the breeze and you know, and shit
Fireball.
like that.
A sandy
Fireball.
beach somewhere.
Somebody, anybody younger than us that says they like Fireball or Jaeger, I say, do you listen to Florida Georgia Line? And they say, yeah, I love them. I was like, you're a douche. And both of those alcohols suck.
I gave up Fireball. I tried it a couple of times, couldn't do it.
No,
I'm more of a Jim Beam guy.
Right.
Yeah,
You know.
keep it standard.
It's definitely a party alcohol, if I must say
If
myself.
I was going to be a party alcohol, I would spit on Fireball and Jaeger. Like if I was a liquor, I would not be either of those. If I had a choice, like those are like the one-eyed monsters that are born in the fucking basement.
Right.
Like that's those. Those are those one-eyed monster kids that you just like nobody sees them and just like. Did you know that they had a kid and, you know, he died one day, like 40 years later when they were 80? They kept him in his basement. His name was Jimmy. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was this?
Jimmy was a Cyclops.
Jimmy was a Cyclops. Like, that's Fireball and Jaeger. So if you like Fireball and Jaeger, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, definitely don't drink when you're pregnant. Let's just
Yeah.
say that.
In the Cummcast world, you're a douchebag. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I can't thoroughly trust anybody that doesn't drink. Like 100%, like we can't just like sit down and have a beer or something, some kind of drink and just like talk
Right.
and shoot the shit like normal people. And so if that's like your drink, like it's like, hey, you got anything to drink? I'm like, yeah. What do you want? And you tell me like, you know, you got Fireball or Jaeger. I'm just like,
Give me
Yeah.
give me
I
a
was
Jaeger
like, I
bomb.
don't think
Bring
I
out the
want-
frozen green bottle out of the freezer.
Yeah,
You
I
just
don't
gotta
think I
leave.
wanna- I don't think I want to talk to you now. I seen they had a cold brew version. They had like cold brew coffee.
Yeah, I saw
I was
that.
like, oh, this is
Well, like when you pull it
this
out
is
the
getting suburban.
when you pull it out of the fridge and like it gets thicker, it like start turning into like maple syrup. Yeah, you might probably shouldn't drink it.
Yeah,
Is all I'm saying.
I drank so much peppermint schnapps one time that my pee was cold.
Oh gosh.
Gross.
I swear.
Is that when you were making
I
that shit? Like you called
swear.
it like frostbite or something?
Oh,
It was like
I
peppermint
called
schnapps,
it frostbite to make it
but it
sound
was like
cool.
it was like Dr. McGillicuddy's, which it just doesn't
Oh,
say
yeah.
schnapps. It's not peppermint schnapps. It's menthol. It's what
Yeah,
menthol's on it.
Yeah.
And then it
Cigarettes
was
in a
like
bottle.
yeah, and then it was like 100 proof hot damn
Yeah.
and fucking Sprite, which is like the weirdest combination I've ever heard in
It
my
was
life.
good, though.
That menthol McGillicuddy's, though, there was one time I was on a canoe trip down at the Green River in Kentucky, and we used that as a way to brush our teeth every morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's what kind of trip that was. I ended up catching my shoes on fire and had to go the rest of the trip shoeless. So.
Oh.
We went to a bachelor party a few years ago, and the groom, he actually drank so much and not enough water that his kidneys hurt.
Ooh,
one morning. And I was like, I think it's time for a break.
That wasn't even the crazy part of that fucking weekend.
That wasn't even the craziest part. No, not at all.
No.
I got so drunk that I did the MacGruber, where I
have you seen MacGruber?
No.
The movie, really?
It's
he does
a
like
spoof of MacGyver.
Yeah, it's a spoof of MacGyver, and he does like a distraction scenario where he sticks like a carrot in his ass or any kind of garbage, and like just like does like a duck walk. And they had they had cattails growing there.
Yeah.
And I was like, Cody, if you lose this game, you have to take a cattail and shove it up your ass and fucking walk up to the street light or whatever, which was like 15 feet away. He lost, stuck it up his ass, and waddled up to the street light.
Let's be clear, it wasn't up my ass.
It was up your ass.
It was between my cheeks.
Same shit.
It did not penetrate.
I'm pretty sure there was you stuck the. You didn't even I was like, stick the root end up because then it would stay in. But you just you flipped it upside down and stuck like the squishy part in your butt, and then started walking.
Yeah. No, I'm not sticking dirt in my butt.
And you were the least drunk that entire trip.
Yeah, I was.
And
actually
you did
sober during that.
You
time,
lost the most games, and you had to jump in the pond naked, and then
I took a bath in the pond naked.
Yeah, you took a bath in the pond naked.
Yeah.
Didn't you soap up and then you jumped in?
Yeah.
And then you couldn't get back. You jumped in the shallow end. I remember this. And he just immediately stunk to the bottom and his butt got hit the mud. It was like, and popped him back up. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. I had to, well, I don't think we were supposed to do this, but they had like a koi pond in the house. They had like a glass that you could see it. Well, it was like a storage room in there. And I lost the game and I had to take a bath, not with soap, but I just had to get in the koi pond, and I'm pretty sure those fish might have died after that.
Who has a koi pond in their house?
I don't know.
It was let's not say the company we used. But it was a place we rented for the bachelor party.
Okay.
So,
I honestly, it was pretty dope, but there was no fish in there.
There was a couple.
But they had if you went into the kitchen, they had like a glass going across the floor, and you could look in there and see them. So.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just accidentally fall in or something?
No, you couldn't fall in
it was
unless
like a whole other room.
Yeah, unless you went into the room with it had like a washer
the place
and dryer
was
in
so
there and
cool,
shit.
but half of the house was hidden, and it was around the side, and on the other side of the house was an extra 4 beds and a bathroom. We didn't know that until the second day. so there was 2 people sleeping on
a futon and a shitty couch.
Yeah, futon and a shitty couch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then we just they walked outside one day, and there's a whole nother section over here.
It was huge.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was cool. We were in Kentucky, right on the border between Kentucky and Tennessee. Right by Kentucky Lake. It was pretty good times.
But
that sounds pretty awesome.
We got a boat, we rented a boat, and we had to take off we rented it on the Tennessee side. So we had to make sure before we cracked open a beer, we had to get to the Kentucky side because you can't drink on the Tennessee side,
Kentucky. You can't drink on the Kentucky side.
Was that right? Okay. Yeah, you can drink.
Dry County or something?
Yeah. The one we were at was a dry county.
That sucks.
Tennessee doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, but the one right next to
there's a lot of dry counties in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like around Sevierville and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. Can't buy any liquor.
Man.
Really. But yeah, and we went to this. What's cool about that is because they just had pull-up restaurants right on the water. We went to this one that was in Dover, Tennessee. It was called Fat Daddy's. And we walked up and every single waitress had a knee brace on.
Yeah. Some had 2, some had 1. It was like a little person came up there with a bat and just hit them.
And there was the world's most awful band. The world's most awful band playing. I was like, hey, you guys ever heard of Cody Ikerd?
They're like, yeah, that guy sucks.
No, it was funny though. Every one of them had a knee brace on, and they just looked like hammered shit. They just looked terrible.
They all looked awful. I don't know.
Bad. I was like, do you guys get to leave here? Do you get to go home?
That's what it looked. That's legit what it looked like. I don't know if they all played some kind of sport together. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were all in high school. But all of them had knee braces on, all except the bartender. But you couldn't see her legs; you could just see the top of her. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was like a deliverance party.
Yeah.
Like commemorating the movie.
Well, it was like Nightmare on Elm Street, but they all got away, but they all got fucked up. They all got injured, but they escaped. So whatever.
Shout out Dover,
wow.
Tennessee. I hope you guys are doing okay.
Yeah, I hope you
Yeah.
girls got your fucking knees fixed.
Oh, they all probably died.
Go to the doctor. Jesus.
I don't know.
Can't afford a doctor when your waitress at a boat. Fucking
True.
restaurant.
Yeah.
True.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, how do you make it? I made $1 million this year. How'd you make your money? I'm a waitress at a boat restaurant.
Yeah.
And they might or might not live on the
It's like,
premises.
it's not even
You're
like in the ocean. It's like on a lake. It's like that's it. It's like
It was
on a
pretty
lake.
cool though. I mean, you
It was cool.
could bring your own cooler up from your boat and then drink your own beer. You just had to pay I think it was like $5 a head.
Yeah, for
So-
the listeners, we are rednecks, so we are from Indiana.
Nah, we're not.
We are. Yeah. It's just we had to get a third one in here
Yeah.
Yeah.
to like let it all loose.
Right.
Yeah, this is definitely a different change of pace from Jake. Jake is like hippie, and then
Yeah.
now we got a country music singer.
Yeah,
here,
we are. This is the many shades of the cummcast. So yeah, 50 shades.
From the home county.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
50 shades of cummcast.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be banging anything today.
No.
Not today.
Yeah, there's no waitresses around, so.
Well, these girls were in high school, so let's take it
Oh,
easy.
well, shit.
Let's take it
They
easy.
were not in
I
high
missed that
school.
part.
You
Yeah.
don't look that bad in high school. They were serving in a bar. You can't serve
Yeah.
in a bar if you're in high school.
They were servers. They weren't giving drinks. That like girl had to come over.
Oh.
So let's ease up.
Well, they're
All
not in
right.
high school
Wow.
now.
Let's ease up Epstein's,
They're not in
okay?
high school
Oh,
now.
come on. Come on.
They're not in high school now. That was like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, then they're fine then.
Unless they were
I don't know anything about this conversation.
Yeah, it never happened. I can take it out.
I was sober the whole time, so which was the worst fucking mistake ever. But whatever.
Yeah.
Can't take it back.
Yeah.
Can't take it back. So, but yeah, everything's good though with home and besides music stuff like that.
Yeah. Been stuck at home with work, just working from home and being bored as shit all the time. Just had a 1-year anniversary with my wife on Monday, so
That's
that's
a good
pretty
deal.
cool.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We were in Colorado this time last year, so kind of missing that right now.
Yeah, I
But,
bet.
Yeah,
We,
Colorado's pretty awesome.
We are, well, this episode gets posted on Monday. So, yeah, we are just now, taking a vacation to Nashville.
Hmm.
So, hoping that.
Are the bars and everything opened up back?
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
I'm going. I don't, we were going to go in May and we postponed it till now. So, as far as I know, we're taking a trip to the zoo. So, as far as I know, it's open. So I figured if the fucking zoo's open and they don't want the animals to die, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it said. I looked it up. They're in stage. I think they're in stage 4. They're a little behind Indiana. So I think
We're
they're
like 4.5, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're like 5.
Oh, I thought we got to like 3 and now we're going back. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're. I can't remember what stage they're in, but stuff is opened up to like some kind of capacity. I
Right.
don't know. I'm more simple. I don't want to go to like Jason Aldean's bar or whatever.
Yeah, Broadway's fun for a couple of times, and after that, you kind of got to venture out a little bit.
Yeah, we want to go and check out like local stuff, and we have so I looked them all up. There is 35 breweries, a little more than that, and 35 wineries. So I was like, we just get to pick 10, and that's it because we can't go to all of them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be. We're gonna be sloshed for at least 2 days.
Well, if the farmers market's open, go to that.
Yeah, we are literally.
how far is it? Maybe 5 blocks away from that.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna be in like the southeast side. So we're like 10 minutes away from the zoo. We're in that area. So we're pretty close. And we're gonna go hiking one day at I think it's called Radnor Lake or something like that. State Park. It's like
Is that by like the St. Piercy Reservoir or
Yeah,
something?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, something like that. He's been to Nashville a lot, everybody.
No, I've just been down there a couple of times with my wife, but it's always a good time. But I never can quite remember everything we've
Right.
done down there because
Right.
we end up getting so wasted.
Yeah. I've never actually stayed in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
But I assume it's gonna be. I hope it's a good time.
It's a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
We
You'll be tipping the band $20 before you know it.
Oh geez. I don't
To
think,
play one song.
I don't think I've tipped $20 before on anybody. I really don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Unless we were ordered like a shit ton of food, it was a bad night for the server.
I'm pretty sure those $120, $130 tabs was like, okay, you might deserve $20.
Not to hear one song, but I might do it.
Yeah.
It's like, please stroke me.
$20. There
Yeah,
you go.
$20.
Play it on the fiddle.
I don't play on the fiddle. Let me get the fiddle and harmonica only.
Yeah.
If you can do it with only the harmonica, I'll give you 20 more.
Yeah. Hell, I don't even think you can just dance to just the harmonica. Well, I guess depends how fucked up you are. You could probably get down
Totally.
to just harmonica.
Definitely. Well, we hope you all have had a great weekend. We hope you all are staying safe, and we hope you all are still enjoying the podcast. Our downloads are still going strong. We can't thank you enough. I know we've said this on the past couple episodes, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's super exciting. It really is that we're branching out into a little bit, and we're getting some traction. You know, I don't know how many episodes Cody's listened to, but that might be where they're coming from.
Well, he previously, before we started recording, he said he went down and listened to the first 6. And as soon as he said that, I was like, it's a bad idea, sir. It's a bad idea.
I went back up to the top and started listening to the newer ones.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Anybody who's just like, hey,
They weren't bad. I was laughing my ass off,
Right.
honestly.
Okay.
If you tell anybody about this podcast, just tell them to avoid the lower section until you hear us now.
Yeah.
Don't. It's not a transit. We're not transitioning. You know, it's not a transition
No.
phase. We're just like, I want to hear them where they sucked. You know, you don't want to do that.
Right. We started this thing like a year and a half ago, and we have gotten increasingly better. So
Because here's the thing. Because if you tell your friends that, hey, this really good podcast, you should listen to it, and they go check it out, and you're like, man, these guys suck. You're gonna lose friends.
especially if you listen
Friends.
to the first fucking episode.
We don't want you to lose friends. We want you to keep your friends. So to steer them away from the beginning.
Right.
Make them listen to the end and then go down.
Yeah.
You know, we want progression, not degression.
But you can definitely tell, like, because episode 2 is the most downloaded one, and you can definitely tell after episode 2 they just stopped because it is twice as many downloads as every other one.
You guys don't even have a Facebook page, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do?
Uh huh.
Is it a group or
It's
is it
a
an actual?
group.
Okay,
It's a
that's
group.
Okay, I didn't know if it was an actual page.
Yeah, it's a
I
group.
didn't know we had
I
one.
redid it.
Okay.
It was shit, and then I redid
We
it.
do have an Instagram page.
We got fucking everything. We got
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram. We have a fucking Gmail.
Yeah. And
MySpace? No.
No,
No.
of course not.
I fucking wish MySpace was
Yeah.
here. I want to be able to put my own shit on my own profile. You know, if I want to play music on it, here's my top 5.
Yeah.
And then if I'm fucking hating like Dennis today, I'm gonna put him on the bottom 8. Like he's going fucking down there, and then like fucking Cody Ikerd's going to number 1.
Yeah. MySpace was so easy, though. You just had your top friends list, and then you had, like, a bunch of memes. Like, early memes.
Yeah.
Before I knew what a meme was.
The ones that had the black border and it had
Yeah.
like the inspirational quotes, except they'd replace them with something else.
Right.
Yeah.
And then whenever you clicked on somebody's profile, it would play, like, I don't know, Lil Wayne or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd just be listening to a song while you're just cruising their
We
profile.
need to bring back MySpace. They really do.
Yeah.
And fucking, what was his name? John? Just like, John, wear a white t-shirt. And he's like, writing on
I think it was Tom, wasn't it?
Tom.
Tom,
And he's like writing on a dry erase board.
Tom never sold your information.
No.
Tom never did that.
Tom never gave a fuck.
No.
Tom sent you a message as soon as you
Right.
signed up. Was it automated? Yes.
Yeah.
But he still sent you a message.
Right.
It's the
What the
thought
fuck
that
did Mark
counts.
Zuckerberg ever do for us besides sell our shit? That's all he did.
Right.
Put me on a 30-day ban.
What'd you both think on the
It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't want to get into it.
I was going to
Fuck
say.
Fireball and fuck Jägermeister. Ban 30 days.
Right.
Because if we know anything about Mark Zuckerberg, he's a douchebag, so he totally likes
Right.
Fireball.
Well, I just got fact checked twice because somebody posted a thing that they were giving like $2,800. FEMA was giving people $2,800 for being like for working during COVID and all this stuff.
Right.
And I clicked on the link and it popped up a big gorilla and it just had like a middle finger pointing out. And then I commented on it. I was like, this is great. And I shared it. And then like a day later, it was like, fact checker says, this is bullshit. And I was just like, well, you're right. And I know it's a joke. Obviously, that's why I shared
that's
it.
why you shared it.
And then 2 days later, they gave me another fact check. So I was like, fuck, I'm just going to delete it.
Yeah.
Save myself the hassle.
Bring back fucking
Was that
MySpace.
Harambe or was it just a random gorilla?
I think it was just a random gorilla. I'm not for sure. I was gonna say they all look the same, but that might be a little.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
Yeah, rest in peace, Harambe. It was not your fault. That baby fell down in your shit. It was not your fault.
He came. That baby fell in your house.
Yeah, fell in your house.
It's not like you're just minding your own damn business.
We know you weren't gonna hurt him. You were just like dragging him around in the water. No big
You're
deal.
watching Rick and Morty. And
Yeah.
that piece of shit fucking kid
Yeah.
jumped in your shit, and I mean, you had to, at least teach him a lesson, drag him around a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't gonna kill him. No.
Nah.
No, you were a civil person.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby. You're not gonna kill a baby. Just,
Right.
But torment it a little bit.
Yeah.
Make him cry.
Make
It's not your fault that they shot you.
Oh, he was definitely bawling like a baby. That's why they shot him.
That's the first. That was the first act of racism right there. Just Harambe.
Bam.
Yeah.
There it is.
You could have tranquilized it, but it would have took 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do anything. We ain't gonna do anything. Just teach the kid a lesson. Don't climb on fucking cages. And then teaching the parent to be a better fucking
I
parent.
thought it was weird because he was like down in a hole. So that kid must have like fell like 15 or 20 feet to get down in there.
That's okay.
And somehow he's fine.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
right.
Huggies needs to like put an ad out to like diapers. Like our, you can bounce with our diapers.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
bounced up.
Yeah, but either way, parents are terrible too. That's just like the baby, the 2-year-old that got eaten by the alligator in Disney World. That was
Yeah.
I was down there like 3 days after that happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was everybody on high alert?
Cue Amos Moses.
Really? Everybody on high alert, or was it just like, it happened?
I mean, I wasn't over there at the actual resort where it happened. But,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care. I'm not walking around alligators and shit, so.
Yeah.
I mean, who's just like, oh, this random swamp?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's go
we
swim in it.
We might be from a small town in Indiana, but we can fucking read signs.
Yeah.
If it says no swimming,
Some of us can read,
Right.
Yeah.
Danger alligators.
I think these people were from the South too. Weren't they from like Alabama or something
Well,
like
they
that?
definitely can't fucking read.
That's not true. We have listeners in Alabama. You guys can
Really?
read. Yeah.
All of the people that listen to this podcast, you can totally read. You were the smartest person in your grade.
You found the show. Good job.
You found the show.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Gold star.
But you fucked up, Alabama.
Yeah. I think that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where they were from. That's where they were from.
Those people. I mean, they can just make another one.
I guess it was obviously pretty.
That's what they
decent.
did back in like dinosaur times. That's what happened. You fucking lost one. Yep. All right, Stan. Time to make another one.
It was
Let's
also.
make another fucking long neck.
It was
All right,
also
here we
like.
go.
Are you talking about dinosaurs? Or are you talking about like prehistoric people?
Dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, dinosaurs. Dinosaur, you fucking lost one all the time.
Sorry, I'm
You
like,
know,
we lost little
all right,
Jimmy
yeah,
to a flood. Now let's just have sex and make another one.
We lost our little, fucking triceratops to a raptor. So all right, Stan, let's make another
Let's
one.
make another one, and
Yeah.
then you make another one, and another one gets eaten.
Well, that's life.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You lose kids to dinosaurs. So even in whatever year that happened, in like 2018 or something, or 2017, it happened a couple years ago. But yeah, either way,
I forget.
The dinosaurs are still taking our kids.
Yeah, and if you want to know how crazy nature is, follow Nature is Metal on freaking Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah.
That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
Supposedly, crocodiles don't have like a finite lifespan. They either die from like starvation, being hunted, or like I don't know. It's like one or three things.
choking on a 2-year-old's arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Our mom was actually telling us about somebody at the local, Legion, the local Legion. Which, if any of you guys, any of you guys from a small town, you probably have Legions or Elks
The one in
Lodge.
Bedford?
Yeah,
On X Street.
Elks
Yeah.
Lodge or whatever. So apparently this guy was there for a steak dinner and he choked on a piece of steak and died. So
That was courthouse.
That was the courthouse, and it
Yeah.
was. And was it a chicken wing?
no,
I thought it was a piece of steak.
Maybe it was.
I
a
think
piece
it was
of
a piece of steak. Yeah, that's what it was. Never
Yeah.
mind. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Supposedly he like walked into the bathroom and just like died in there.
Really?
But like everybody grows up, when you're choking, you let somebody
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know how old the guy was or anything like that.
Dude was a
but
fucking.
I know he was
he
fucking
made
hungry.
the wrong decision.
He
That
was
dude
hungry.
That dude's a fucking man. He's like, I'm gonna keep this shit inside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let anybody know.
But I
What a
thought-
waste of ribeye.
Yeah, I thought he had like friends with him and stuff, and he just like I could have swore he was with other people.
Dude, if you
He
choke,
probably was.
if you choke on a piece of steak, you don't have friends.
I don't know.
He might have felt embarrassed. I don't know. He just tried to go out and cough it out, I guess.
I
don't
am
know.
not gonna feel embarrassed if I am too fat to chew my food. and I'm gonna choke on a piece of fucking steak.
Oh.
Like, I will let you know. I almost died before we recorded one episode. I choked on water.
Yeah, you did. That was funny.
I seriously
All it
did.
takes is a teaspoon, right?
No, I seriously did. I almost suffocated on water. I took a drink. We were getting ready to record, and I took a drink of water,
and I said something that made him laugh.
Yeah.
And he was just like, and like started
and it was
throwing
like-
up on my
it was-
floor.
I could feel it. I could feel it. I was trying to breathe and cough it out, but I could feel it going up and down, like in my throat.
Ooh.
And I was like, "This is like legit." So I bent over.
Wait, are
and
you talking about water or something else?
No, it was water. It was water. It was water. It was water. The musician made it funny. But yeah, I could feel it, so I bent over, and it like finally rolled out. But I like coughed, and I literally like threw it on his floor.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was all before an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We go hard.
We do.
Hard here.
And I think it was the next episode you almost did it again.
Yeah, I almost did it again.
Going hard on the cummcast.
Yeah.
That's right.
Definitely. It has 2 M's.
Yeah, everybody, somebody was talking to our mom. They're like, "I think it's so cool your son's having a podcast, but
Yeah.
I can't believe it's called the Cummcast." I'm like, "Quit being a prevert. It's got 2 M's.
Yeah.
Our fucking last
I
name."
told somebody the other day, and like this person was like a hardcore Christian or something. I was like, "Oh yeah, you know Ryan and Cody, they have their own podcast," and they're like, "Oh, what's it called?" And I was like, "The Cummcast." Just gave me this look, and I was like, "Oh no, it's not like anything like that." It's just-
No, it's not. We are not perverted. I thought it was catchy.
I felt
It
like
is.
we should have called it something else, but it was
I
his
think it's
idea.
hilarious.
Yeah. See, fan.
I
All
have
right.
0 issues with the name. I think it's a good catch.
See,
Good deal.
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. I like your name for your band.
There you go.
That's how compliments work. You give somebody a compliment,
Yeah.
your baby doesn't get eaten at Disneyland.
Compliments can save the children, I swear.
Yeah. Good karma here.
Yeah.
That's right. You got to keep the karma up. I mean, without it, yeah. Rest in peace, Harambe. Whatever.
Full circle. Going
Yeah.
full circle.
Full circle.
So every time we have a guest in here, we always ask them if they have any crazy stories. And you being touring around, do you have any absolutely crazy stories that happen to you that you feel like sharing?
Oh gosh, let me pick one.
Let me pick one. No, you can say all.
You can say as many as you want,
Yeah.
as long as you feel comfortable saying them.
We're here for as long as you want to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one specifically is really funny. We were playing down at what was that dive bar in Mitchell called?
Which
Mitchell
one?
Main Street.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it used to be called something else, but it was on the far side of Main Street down by the railroad tracks. So we're up there playing, and I look over, and this guy's sitting like in the corner in his chair. Next thing you know, he just pisses himself. And he has to be like 60 years old. He's just drunk as shit. Pisses himself. There's piss all over the floor. This dude doesn't give a fuck. He gets up, walks to the bar, sits down, and orders another drink. And we're just sitting up there like, what in the hell is going on?
While you're playing?
While we're playing, this dude pissed himself all over the place. My dad happened to see it too and went over to the owner and was like, hey, this guy just pissed all over your floor. He's up there ordering another beer and who knows what else. And they had to go up there and escort him out. It was, that was just crazy.
That's hilarious.
I've seen people throw up in front of me at Shorty's.
Like dancing and stuff?
No, not even dancing, just sitting there in the chair and just like puke just coming out of their mouth all
That's
over their
fucking
shirt.
crazy.
Seen people get carried out of bars. Whether cops have showed up and people ODing in the bathroom.
Shit.
One that was funny up in.
Do you stop playing if you like?
No. You just keep going. You just got to keep
Pay
it
to play.
rolling.
They got paid to play.
Yeah,
They
got
played.
paid to
Number one
play.
rule: keep playing.
This isn't fucking high school prom. We don't turn this shit off.
Yeah, your baby gets eaten by an alligator. Just keep playing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
act like you didn't have one.
Right.
We were playing this bar up in Chicago, and there was this guy that kept like making these dollar bills rain on stage. This isn't really a proud moment in my life,
Like it's
but
a
I did
titty
it
bar.
anyway. Yeah, right. So we're up there playing. The show's over. There's dollar bills everywhere on the ground.
Right.
You know, we had quite a long trip, had some expenses that needed to be paid, so I had to get down there and pick up the dollar bills, and I felt like a bitch.
Hey, you make your
It
money
was not
how you
fun.
can.
It was not fun.
No, but he's kind of a fucking asshole to just be like going like
right,
this.
yeah.
Because this isn't. There's no tits at this show, sir. This is.
He was gay though, for sure. Yeah, because he told me. But,
Oh,
So
you
he
had
had-
a fan.
yeah, big
Definitely
time.
had a
Big
fan.
time. Yeah, but he was gone by the time I was picking up the money. But yeah, that was not fun.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
sometimes
Hey, strippers do it every day.
I-
Now you
I
know
had
how
all my
they
clothes
feel.
on, everybody.
Yeah.
The one time I felt kind of bad. This was also the best. This is one of the best comedy sets I had at a show. But the one time afterwards I felt kind of bad was we were at French Lick, and it was at a bar called Legends. It was right across from the casino. So it was packed house. It was going to be a great show, cool bar, and Larry Bird's from there, so they had fat heads of Larry Bird everywhere. And I mean, literally everywhere. There was 10 of them.
Really?
On the wall. 10 stages of, I seen the 10 faces of Larry Bird. They all looked the fucking same.
They all have giant fucking noses.
They all looked the fucking same.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a joke. I was like, you know how many fucking Larry Birds there are back there? I was like, there's like 12 of those motherfuckers on the wall, and he's huge. I was like, yeah.
That was that little room they had in the back, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
know
the
exactly
stage,
what you're
and the
talking
stage
about.
was set up right there in the middle.
Yep.
So packed house, and we got a full crew, a bunch of great guys, and I was going second to last, and the three guys that went up before me, I think there was 5 of us. 3 guys went before me, crowd was not having it. They all got off early. They just couldn't get anywhere, and so I went up, and they're just like, hey, do as much as you can. And I told the door guy, I was like, hey, light me at, I think it was 15. And I was like, if I'm still doing good, just let it go. And I was like, stop me at like 25 or something. He goes, okay. So I went up there, and I did 25 minutes, the most I ever did. And I literally dished out everything I had. Well, there was this super drunk guy, and this is the part that I felt bad about. The super drunk guy to the left, and he kept talking. Well, I did 10 minutes just making fun of him.
Yeah.
And he had this thing right here on his chest. And I was like,
You made fun of a handicap.
no, he had this thing right here on his chest. He had this thing right here on his chest, and it's one of those, what is that called? A pacemaker.
Ah.
It's like a pacemaker. And I was like, well, and after I made fun of, I didn't make fun of him for having a pacemaker, but I was just talking shit because he was drinking Bud Light, and that's a, bitch's beer.
Yeah,
But,
don't drink Bud Light.
But yeah, unless you're Post Malone and they pay you $1 million.
Well, that's
Yeah,
different.
that's
Yeah.
if you get paid for it, you can drink whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
want.
Bud Light, if you sponsor this podcast, I will only drink Bud Light.
I would.
Every beer review, Bud
Bud
Light.
Light.
I will gain every bit of weight I've lost from Bud Light.
Yeah, it was
Bud
like,
Light money is good fucking money.
Bud
Yeah.
Light Seltzer? Okay.
Yeah.
Bud Light Orange? How about standard Bud
Right.
Light?
Dude Perfect got sponsored by Bud Light reached out and was going to give him millions and millions of dollars, and
So,
I'm like,
Dude
yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
and they're like, no, we'll just be partners with Nerf, and I was like, well,
To
okay.
be honest, I feel like Nerf is big boy money.
No, it's fucking
It's Nerf.
not compared to Bud Light.
But see, Dude Perfect used to be cool, and now they're all for kids. So it's like watching.
That's why.
It's like the Wiggles of trick shots.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just kind of like, oh, yeah, this is cool. These trick shots are awesome. Hey, kids, do your homework.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just fucking blew it.
That's why they didn't want to be Bud Light, because they wanted to be geared toward kids.
I support that. I mean, one day I'll have them.
Whatever.
That's not right.
Still
now.
could have had that Bud Light
So,
money.
Hey, Bud
Yeah.
Light. Yeah, but yeah, so, and I was just talking shit, and he was having a good time with it. It's not like he was upset, and everybody had a good time. And then I walked up stage after, I was like, pretty sure this made fun of a guy for 15 minutes with a pacemaker.
Yeah.
I
I feel like he's just happy to be alive.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I was
yeah.
also thinking, I was like, what probably led to this point was, of you having a pacemaker was you drink a lot. Two,
yes,
you
good
eat
point.
shit food. I was like, so you led up to this point, and I just kind of made your 15 minutes a little happier. And then after this, you probably just, I don't even know if he's still alive, possible rest in peace to pacemaker.
He's
man.
got that bionic heart, and he could still be
Dick
kicking.
Cheney,
Yeah.
It's technically not even a bionic heart. It's just something that makes your fucking heart keep going.
Yeah. Hey.
If what a pacemaker? Do you know what a pacemaker is?
Yeah, it's like
It keeps the rhythm, right?
Yeah. It's like a little.
It's like the bass player for your body.
yeah, basically.
It's basically that little box has like an electric current like attached to it, and it basically shocks your heart if it stops.
Ugh.
Really?
Yeah, that's basically what it does. So
Let's just go to images.
Yeah, so that's basically it. So that's what I've seen on his chest, and if your
so it actually doesn't do anything besides if your heart stops, it just shocks it.
Yeah, basically your heart is fucked, and they give you one of these if you're like waiting for a new one most of the time, or if you're just like hanging on. Yeah, so basically like it goes to your ventricle or whatever.
Oh, well, so he was on his last leg, and you just decided to make fun of him.
Just to shit on him.
Yeah.
I didn't make fun of him. He had a good time.
Oh, I bet he did.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck this guy. He's making fun of my fake heart.
He probably went home and cried.
I did not make fun of his pacemaker. I made fun of his beer choice.
Hey, guy, what's that fucking thing on your neck? Jesus.
I did not do that because I knew exactly what it was.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Right.
I did.
I feel like you don't feel bad, though, because you told a meth head that the gas station's fucking way over here.
No, I don't feel bad about the meth head, but I felt kind of
okay,
bad
you don't
about,
feel bad about misleading a lady in crazy heat to a gas station 3 miles away, but you feel bad about making...
One, it was only 70 degrees that day, so...
Whatever.
The walking 3 miles would have been pretty brisk.
But you feel bad...
It would have been a nice afternoon stroll.
You feel bad for making fun of a guy's beer that he drinks and he's getting ready to die.
Yeah.
but you just joked about how some kid got eaten by an alligator.
Because it's not my kid. And
We're way fucking up and down on this podcast. We give a shit about people, but not ignorant people, basically.
Right. Yeah. I don't like drug addicts and ignorant people. I mean, it's not my fault they're drug addicts or ignorant.
Or your kid got eaten by an alligator.
Not my kid.
Yeah, not my kid.
Somebody's kid.
Not my kid, not my
I
problem.
feel bad that it happened.
Right.
But also,
Yeah.
read a sign.
Yeah.
Literally, like, okay, so it was, Jeff Foxworthy, here's your sign. Literally, that was your fucking sign.
I think that kid was in like 3 inches of water too. It was
Really?
like not that much, and that alligator just came out of
I mean,
nowhere.
Huh.
They're a fucking dinosaur. They don't need anything.
Gator gotta eat.
I'm surprised that damn thing didn't crawl through the grass and just like get on the tilt-a-whirl. And he's just like having a good time eating cotton candy and shit.
Well, what about parents bringing their kids in the ocean with their sharks around?
Ah.
They're fucking idiots too. The last time we were in Florida, they had like storm warnings, so there was like really high waves and high tides, and if you're out there was a possibility of drowning. And during those times, there's lifeguards present, but they're yelling at people like, "Don't go too far out, because if you do, it's hazardous to us to come and get you." Right. So it's kind of just like don't make our job hard. But
it was just really windy, and they had those guys out there. They didn't give a shit.
Well, the reason why is because it was, it was just really bad storms off the coast, but it was making the tide really like turbulent.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a riptide or anything?
I could have been. I'm not sure. I just know it was really hazardous if you go more than like 40 feet out. So they would yell, it's your own caution, stay cautious. It's your own.
Yeah.
It's your own problem if you go that fucking far out. So I didn't feel bad because be smart, and if the lifeguard who is trained to save lives says, don't go out there, not gonna fucking go out there.
I thought it was funny because they had those, what are the ones, it's a wave board, right? Where they had the fan on the board.
Yeah.
They were out there like, I don't even know, maybe a 1/10 of a mile out there. And that guy's on the loudspeaker like, "Come on guys, come in." He's like, "You don't need to be out there. It's kind of dangerous." And they just keep going by. And he's just like, "All right, stay out there." The surfboards that have the fins on them. Where it's a wave board. No, not a wave board, but
it's a
wave
surfing.
Yeah, wave surfing. That's what it is.
Okay.
Anyway,
wind surfing.
Wind
surfing.
Yeah.
Wind surfing.
I knew we'd get it. But they were just out there, and I remember he got on there. He's just like, "Come on, guys, it's kind of dangerous. You might need to come in."
See, that's the point. If you want to drown in Jacksonville, Florida, that's your problem.
Yeah,
not mine.
It is a problem.
I'm gonna chill on dry land. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sip my margarita in paradise, and you go to the actual one in the ocean.
I don't know, and that's the first time I ever saw a kid be like a giant asshole. Remember, I think we talked about this on the show, but we were sitting there and we were collecting seashells to bring home. And then this kid was picking them up too. But if he would find a bad one, he would just stick it back in the sand, but the pointy end up.
Yeah.
Oh.
The biggest. And literally, like, he saw
Vindictive.
it. He saw him do it.
Yeah.
And I would, like, I had shoes on and I would, like, smash them down into the sand and flatten them out so they wouldn't fucking stab anybody in the foot.
And I just pointed at I was like, you see that fucking kid? And he's like, what? I was like, watch him. And he reached down, he'll pick one up, and it's like super sharp as shit. It may even be a rock, and he'll just stick it, and then there's like 2 inches sticking up out of the ground. He'll just keep walking. He'll find another one, pick it up. No, I don't want this one. And stick it back in the ground, pointy in and up. And I was like, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's like a pit bull. It's how they're raised. You know, kids are like
pretty much.
True.
It is. I mean, if you're gonna raise a fucking C word, you're gonna raise a C
A
word.
C word.
I filtered Ryan, and now we just say C word. We
Yeah.
don't say the actual one.
I have to be filtered.
Yeah.
I've been in free speech jail a couple of times.
Just on the podcast. Though.
Yeah, I'm getting better though.
Yeah. That's good.
I guess it's the context that really matters. You know?
Yeah. It's not like we're calling anybody a C word.
No,
We're just,
besides that kid.
yeah, we're just like, you're being a C word.
Yeah, like that's a total dick move.
Yeah.
But you mind if we take a pee break?
Yep, sure can.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back. We've done this twice.
No, but that poster on the wall, it's Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn. It's like, yeah, if you like shitty vampire movies, that's totally it. But the weird part is, you don't know it's about vampires. It's like these two guys. It's George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, and they're like bank robbers. And then it winds up they're in this bar, and then like fucking, there just turns out there's fucking vampires.
Yeah, the whole bar is vampires.
It's crazy, but they're like the, what would you call it? They look like,
The shitty ones, the claymation ones.
yeah, they look like
Shitty Lost Boys. You know how their faces get all fucked up and
yeah,
shit?
like if the Lost Boys and fucking Lord of the Rings, like the orcs on Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, that's like that kind of vampire.
Yeah.
They're weird.
Actual vampires. How you would think they'd look.
Basically.
Not like
Interview with the Vampire, like
Twilight or
Twilight.
something.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
Can't remember
Like they
his
just
name.
like whenever they hit sunlight, like nothing happens. They just like glitter and
She
shit.
just turns into a diamond.
Yeah,
It's like,
basically.
oh, yeah, that's ugly.
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I seen an article that Forks, where the town that Twilight was in, it's like Forks.
Oh, I thought you were like eating utensil forks.
No,
Yeah, that's what I
it's
thought.
like Forks, West Virginia, or Forks, Virginia. Something
It's
like
not
that.
Virginia. I'm pretty
Or
sure
Washington.
it's Washington.
Yeah, but there's like an actual it's called the town of Forks, but literally that's like their thing. Like everything's got like fucking Twilight posters everywhere.
Ugh.
Ugh.
But I mean, it's
That's
brought
where it
so
took
many,
place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brought so many tourists and shit though. So I mean, I don't blame them.
Oh, Edward Cullen ran through this forest.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's like
Why would you go out there? Just,
I
don't even know.
Everybody ran a train on that girl. I can tell you that.
what the fuck?
She had vampires. She had werewolves. Freaking.
She is. What's her fucking name?
And she looks scared at all times.
She does.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know her.
Bella.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know her
What's
real
her?
name.
She's in one with Jesse Eisenberg. It's
That
called,
was
like, Carnival.
Oh yeah, that was some carnival movie. But she was also with him in what's the Ultra Project? What was it?
It's American
American Ultra. She
American
was in,
Ultra.
yeah, with that
She's
one.
in some weird movies. I mean, I think she's pretty, and I think she's a good actor, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's actress.
I think it's actor now. I don't think they.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say actor.
We don't care.
But either way, I think she's a good actor. She's a good actor and everything. But she just, I don't know, there's something about her. Okay, so it's like Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is creepy to me.
I hate her music.
Just like Kristen Stewart. I feel like Kristen Stewart in real life she's probably a really nice girl, but first glance I'm like, you might be a little creepy. To me, I'm a Midwest guy. I mean, I think I'm scared of ghosts and shit. So
man, I'd love to do a ghost adventure or something.
So would I. That's what I
You
told
guys ever
him.
watch that show, Ghost Adventures?
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
obsessed
watch
with
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like 90.
That's all I watch is trash.
I'm
all
pretty
the
sure
time.
it's 95% bullshit. but
Probably, yeah.
It would still be cool. That's
It
what
doesn't matter.
That's when he's going to
I
Nashville.
watched-
I was like, you need to do like a ghost adventure or something like that.
No.
Why?
I mean, I watched 90 Day Fiancé, so that's...
See, I don't stoop down that low. I can't go that low. My
so
wife.
fucking Ghost Adventure
Well,
is above 90 Day
well,
Fiancé.
at least people are dead.
I think it's pretty...
True.
These guys might as well be fucking dead.
Basically. My wife was watching that show the other day, and there was like some guy. He was going over to Thailand or something
Yeah.
to meet this lady.
Oh, what was his name?
And his mom gave him like a piece of her hair, and he
Yeah.
put it in his wallet or some shit. I'm like, who does that? Like, that's weird.
Yeah, the only reason why I got stuck watching it because there's only one TV in this house. And if she's got it.
Yeah.
If Cheyenne has it, then I'm watching whatever the fuck she
Yeah.
wants to watch.
Yeah.
Got a tablet, don't you?
I do, but it's kind of lonely just hanging out in your bedroom watching your tablet.
That's my fucking life.
Yeah, but
That's how it is up in here.
there's sometimes, but yeah, so what I haven't really talked. We don't really talk too much besides like shows and just
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time we seen you.
yeah.
Probably like
It's probably been 2 years.
the one I can remember was the Thanksgiving party. Whenever you played
Oh,
that
yeah,
one
that
time.
was weird.
I think that was the last
That
time.
was really weird.
That was my night. Was fucking weird. That night.
It was like we were playing over here, and I knew that people weren't going to really get into it anyway.
Right.
Like I had that notion as I was coming into it, and then like everybody was across the other side of the building, and I was just like, "Oh, this is kind of fucked." But
Yeah.
we're here. We got paid, so it didn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. It's one of those
Also-
things like you got paid. What the fuck ever.
Yeah,
Also, a lot
yeah.
of people didn't start showing up until the very end whenever
Right.
the DJ was coming
Yeah,
out.
that's how it is in high school. You show up late.
Yeah.
Except we're 5 years after the fact, and
Right.
we're still showing up late.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, a lot of those people I didn't even care to talk to. I mean, there's a few people I saw that I was like, "Hey, I hadn't seen in a while," but
Right.
Yeah.
most of them I was like, kind of glad I don't talk
Just a
to
show.
you."
We're just
Yeah.
here to play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we've talked a few times with like your music and my comedy,
Mhm.
but what actually got you started doing that? Because I know
Like the country thing, or just like
well, I know you probably played in high school and
Yeah.
but actual like country and then band, because I just remember one day you popped up and you got this band, and then all of a sudden you guys are playing everywhere, and it's just kind of you guys just keep growing.
Well, I guess it first started. I started playing in the praise band at church, and then me and my buddies had a hardcore band in high school. I think when I was like a sophomore, I think like hardcore, screaming. You know Joel Beasley?
Yeah.
He was the lead singer. Dylan Beekman was playing bass. Had no idea how to play bass at all. He was just headbanging, just moving around, breakdown after breakdown. I was playing drums. That's what I started playing first, was drums. I played for like 14, 15 years. But and then we started that band, Washington and Out, with me, Dylan, Zach Cheney, and Derek Tipton. And then it went from there. After that band broke up, I played with a couple of buddies in a band called Primo. And we played like anything from Jimi Hendrix to Nirvana to Sublime to Eric Clapton, everything, Van Halen, all that shit. And we had a good guitar player that could actually pull it all off. And,
Right.
they ended up moving to California, and I stayed back because I was always doing like these little acoustic things in the break, just playing like Merle Haggard songs and shit. And I always liked country. Not always. I didn't in high school because I was all about the screamo and metal and stuff like that. There was something you said the other day. You were like, I think the only people that listened to metal was the Swimmers or something like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, and I was on the swim team for 4 years, and I can say that that's all we listened to in there was like Primo Victoria and like Between the Buried and Me, all of those.
Nothing
hardcore
gets
bands.
you fired up to paddle in the water than fucking
doing
this
the
metal
hardcore
music.
dancing.
Something
This
has to get your fucking heart going
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're basically
You
floating.
gotta feel like a man wearing a speedo.
Oh yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Nothing gets your dick hard
Right.
in a speedo like some metal music.
Yeah.
Because it's so cold in there, it's constantly soft. If you got a boner on the swim team, everybody fucking sees it.
I don't know how you can
use it
even
as
get
like
a boner, honestly.
Those use like a propeller, like a surf.
A rudder, sir.
Yeah.
You
get a boner, that's dragging, and you don't want that.
Right.
You gotta be smooth through the water.
So did you do the whole shaving?
I did, yeah. I shaved twice. I didn't do it my freshman. No, I did it the first time my sophomore year. I did it junior and senior as well. Don't knock it till you try it. It's not bad. It's not bad.
So shaving your whole body's not bad.
When you shave your whole body, you just like when you get into bed at night, you just go and just slide under your covers. And you're just like.
I usually shave my head, and it's a whole new weird feeling.
Yeah.
If you have the window down and you're driving down the road, you got senses in your fucking head you never felt.
So hear that, everybody? If you shave your whole body, the best thing that you get is you slide into bed.
Well, it's just I don't know. It's weird. I haven't did it since, so I can't quite remember exactly what it felt like. But it was interesting. It actually worked in the water too, which is weird. So
everybody, Cody Ikerd says, shave your body.
Yeah, shave your legs.
And,
it's fun.
Do you
it's
have
a good
you
time.
shaved yourself lately?
No. I did shave a mustache 2 weeks ago for my buddy's bachelor party. So I had to have a good mustache going down there. It was the first time I ever had a mustache. But and then I guess going back to the music thing after Primo, once they moved to California and I stayed back, and I'm glad I did because he ended up having a baby anyway, and I was just like, oh well, they're not even playing music out there anyway.
It's a good thing you didn't
so
go.
Good thing I didn't go. And I don't know, I called my dad one day and I was like, I think I'm gonna start a country band. He was like, all right, let's do it. I was like, shit, all right. And then we just hit the ground running from there.
Yeah.
Went through a couple of band members, and then we got the people we got now. Just got Willie Borff on board for drums.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he's a good guy.
That's good. Because I know it was just the Sidewinders, right? They were their own thing that used to just play.
I don't
Wasn't
think
it?
so.
Were they not?
Nope.
Don't ask me.
I don't know.
No, I found. Okay, so my bass player in Primo, I found off Craigslist. Through him, I met this other guy who we became friends. And then I found his dad on Craigslist, who now plays bass with me. So my bass player's son, I knew before I met his dad, which I ended up finding him on Craigslist, which is weird. And I just went to open mics at like Shorty's and stuff, just trying to talk to local musicians I knew that were wanting to start bands anyway. And then we just kind of started it, really.
Cool.
So do you use Craigslist often?
No, not anymore. Yeah, I haven't had to use it.
Since they started killing people.
Yeah. The only thing I've used it for is band members and misconnection ads. That's about it. I do like to listen to those. Those are funny.
Yeah.
So what year was that? Was that when Craigslist was like still the big thing?
I don't think so. That would have been 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a later stage.
Well, the thing is, I was talking to a guy at work, and he bought a truck off Craigslist.
Recently?
This year.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, at least it's still getting used.
People still use it.
I guess.
Yeah.
That marketplace on Facebook.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Well, he doesn't have a Facebook.
We call it the Zuckerberg yard sale.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Awesome. And then, so where do you go from there then?
I mean, from here, I'm just kind of taking it as it comes, honestly.
Basically, with the whole COVID thing, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, we played 85 shows last year and the year before, and we were going to play more than that this year, and then everything ended up getting screwed. But we were supposed to play in like Gatlinburg, supposed to be down in Kentucky, supposed to play one in Nashville. We had all these cool venues lined up, places we've never played before, places that asked us back again to headline for this year. And then now we're not getting to, so it kind of just put a
So
stint
how
to
does
everything.
that work? Is it just they reschedule, or they just be like, "We'll call you"?
It depends on who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with like a fair or festival or something, usually they're good about like, oh, well, we'll just put you in next year's lineup.
Right.
And you just send them a contract, and then you're already in the books.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dealing with like a bar or something, they don't really know when they're going to open up per se. So you don't know when the next time you're going to play there.
Right.
Yeah, so they basically just got to start from scratch.
When I go on vacation, I'll let you know if they're open, and I'll be like, "Hey, these motherfuckers, you better give them a call."
Yeah, I've not played too much in Nashville. It's just so oversaturated down there.
Yeah, it's when you're talking about country music, it's they definitely tapped out.
I've heard some of the shittiest bands that I've ever heard in my life down in Nashville. There was this one dude. They were playing like Alan Jackson, and they were going from like Alan Jackson to Luke Bryan to just everything in between. And then in between each song, this guy was doing stand-up. And he would like, there was like 5 people in the bar. He's over here talking to his buddy, and then he'd turn around and like make a pun and like make a joke and stuff. And then everybody was just like looking at him like, what are you doing? It wasn't even good comedy either. It was just bad.
They need to.
That's the kind of stuff you find in Nashville.
Sounds like
people are so desperate for anything, and they're just like, I'll try it all.
Sounds like they need to play in that Fat Daddies in Dover, Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With all the one-legged waitresses.
Yeah.
No, that band was absolutely terrible. I don't even remember what they called. I don't even think they want to have a name.
I think they were a biker band because they were all like leathered up and shit.
Nah, that's just what you wear in Dover.
Yeah.
Once you go into Dover, Tennessee, you're like, we're 100% leather here.
I don't know when somebody's going to pull a knife on you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to stop, at least the point a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
The slice, not necessarily the stab.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I can see that bands just basically desperate for anything. But it shows that you guys are showing something to somebody there because you're obviously getting, you got booked for a show down there and around that area.
Really, we're just kind of trying to play as much as we can and put out more original music.
Because I know you guys just played, didn't you, last weekend?
Yeah, we played last weekend.
Yeah.
Over at Four Winds up here.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just kind of like, you got to feel it out on where your next show is going to be.
Right.
Probably, yeah. But, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, within the past, I think it's been 4 years maybe. I mean, you guys have kind of, just progressed a lot.
Right.
And you guys get more and more shows every single year. And you guys have been doing really good. And I've seen you plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys are by far, a really, really, really good band, especially coming from such a small area.
Right,
yeah. I know
appreciate that.
I know everybody I talk to, they're just like, oh, hey, did you hear Cody Ikerd? The Sidewinders was playing at the Boat Club. Here, Cody Ikerd and the Sidewinders are playing here.
Hey, did you hear that Cody Ikerd is on our podcast?
Yeah.
I told some of our mom's friends, I was like, hey, Cody Ikerd's gonna be on our podcast this day. And they're like, oh, cool. How do you find that? And I was like, well, fuck, that was for nothing.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, shout out to my dad who does a lot of the booking and stuff because he's really good about talking to people and stuff, and I'm really bad about it. I don't like talking business that much.
I wouldn't either. I think you would. I think you need somebody just to have just be like, hey, Dad, I want to go play here, and he'd be like, all right, I'm on it.
Because there's so much that goes into that, and it takes away from what I love about music.
Exactly.
And once you start getting too deep into the business stuff, you start to lose sight on what you were actually doing it for in the first place.
Which is good that you had that so early on too.
Yeah,
and it's glad that it's good that your dad was just like, I'll take the reins on this.
Yeah.
So
it's just like, so do you ever like, oh, who's the guy that manages all your stuff? He's like, oh, this is him. It's just like your dad in his underwear holding you as a baby.
Yeah. It's that guy, yeah. No, he's cool.
Yeah. So did he just basically? I know you said you just like, hey, I think I'm gonna start a country band. He just kind of just took the reins, like, all right, I'm gonna do this and this, and then you guys just work on coming up with songs and music.
Pretty much like most of the business stuff, like talking to managers or booking agents, that type of stuff. He does all of that. As far as like songs, band members, what the show is actually gonna be like, I do all that because that's what I like to do.
Right.
So
that's pretty cool. That he was just willing to take the reins on that. Yeah. And it's really hard, especially in this business, to find somebody that you can trust. And somebody that you can, it's going to be pretty easy to talk to your dad. You know where he lives.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
sometimes it's easy to talk to him.
I just feel like that's a pretty good situation for you to have, especially starting out and going into it. And it'll make it easier, especially as the years go on. And you guys, obviously, I know you're gonna do bigger and better things than this.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I mean,
you never really know.
No, you never.
It's one of those. It's like, oh, Bar in Bedford wants us to play.
Yeah. He's really good about like selfless promotion too, because I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff, and he'll like find somebody that's never heard of us and then explain everything to them, and they actually get to listen to us instead of like they were to ask me, I'd have been like, yeah, we play here and there. And,
Right. It's kind of, it's like, from one point it becomes bragging.
Yeah.
Because people ask about the show and they'll be like, oh, is it any good? And I'll be like, I mean, you can just listen to it.
Yeah. Form your own opinion.
You're
Right.
just like, yeah, this was them here. This
Yeah,
was them
right.
here. Go through the picture on his phone. Oh, this was him as a baby. And,
Sometimes it gets that deep.
Yeah. So when we talk about the podcast, it was like, oh, it's looking for interesting stuff, and I'm kind of a selfish prick, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I got one. I'm like, really? What's it called? And I'm like, the Cummcast. They're like, I don't know if I want to listen to that. I was like, don't be a dick. Come on now. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
Let's listen to one episode. It's not the first one.
Just not the first one. Not
It's
the
not
first
the-
6, supposedly.
Yeah.
It's like we're like a great value Joe Rogan, basically.
Hey, I shop at Aldi all the time. Shit.
Yeah.
Me too. We are a firm supporter of Aldi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We've done several Aldi stories.
Yeah, we have. We actually have. I mean, you can't go wrong.
No,
This
but all the
count
cool, but all the
gross
cool
out.
shits in like the UK where they had that like meat wheel
Oh, yeah.
wrapped in bacon or
And
whatever
I know,
that one year.
and I know we talked about the in England you can just bring your own glass bottle and refill your own milk at this dispenser, and it self cleans
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh, shit.
So we talked about that before. Yeah, I'm a firm supporter of Aldi here. We do not make any money off this podcast, so
No.
we definitely discount shoppers.
It'd be nice too, though.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice to shout out to Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
After talking shit about him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bud Light.
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Bud Light. I mean, but our real first choice is White Claw.
Yeah. Get that White Claw money.
Yeah,
Ain't no laws when you're drinking
We want
Claws.
White Claw
No
money.
laws.
We know you're the biggest beer producer right now, so shout out to White Claw.
Yeah.
I tried to stay away from White Claw as long as I could, but I actually somewhat enjoy it.
Yeah.
See,
It's not bad.
I mean,
I hated the seltzer taste, and then it's like an acquired. Once you get used
Yeah,
to it,
it'll
tastes
grow
fine.
on you.
Yeah.
It's like Bud Light. I mean, once you try enough of them, it's wonderful.
Well,
It's wonderful enough to drink it on the podcast.
like I said earlier, you can drink 15 Bud Lights and just have like a micro buzz, and you're just super bloated and you're pissing every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
At least with seltzer, it's got a higher alcohol content.
Yeah.
You can drink like 3 or 4. And
That's okay, man. Just
Yeah.
give me $1 million Bud Light.
Right.
Yeah, come on.
I will be bloated for you. Because I would do. I mean, I'll drink all the Bud Light in the world for $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Because I don't care, because I have $1 million, and you guys can suck my left tit. So.
Now you got to extend into your seltzer, category because then they got Truly, and now I think Bud
Hey,
Light.
hey,
Truly is
White Claw.
nasty.
White Claw is not involved with Truly. It's completely different.
I
White
know.
Claw's the only good one. The rest of them suck.
Really? Because I kind of like Truly. But
Ugh.
whatever.
My wife bought them, and we both hated them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
It's
The Corona ones are terrible too. Don't even try them.
Oh, really?
Corona seltzer.
Yeah.
I can do. The only time I want to drink Corona is when I'm on vacation,
Right.
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Or
much
crack
it.
open one of them Natter Days from Natty Light.
We are rednecks, but we are not that bad.
The pink lemonade ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
You
I haven't
actually
had that in a
liked
long
them.
time.
Hey, it was good.
It was all right for 1 or 2.
Right, 1 or 2, and then it becomes like a sugar type of deal. It feels like you're drinking something sweet all the time.
For some reason, I don't know what Pat McAfee is just like drinking Natter Day. And he's like, it helped me punt 60 yards or something,
Pat well, I mean, he's retired, so he doesn't do that
he
shit anymore.
supported the Natter Day. Like,
Oh,
he was
really?
like the spokesman for it. So they must.
Well,
have
he
made-
always-
He was like drinking natties going out on the field.
No, well, he was like, this is like when Natter Days first came out. He was like the spokesman for it.
Oh, well, he
He's
also
like-
has frosted fucking tips, so. What do you expect, dude?
Guy Fieri looking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has made. I mean, I feel like he's made more money after he retired from football.
He did.
Yeah, so
He basically took over Bob and Tom, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't listen to AM radio.
I know everybody. I know he's like a god up in Indy since he did this doing stand up comedy and all that stuff.
I've heard his stand up is pretty fucking pretty raunchy, to be honest with you.
Really?
I heard it's fun. I heard it's funny, but it's pretty raunchy. I know I watched him on what was that? The Barstool Sports. He was like one of the announcers on the Barstool Sports boxings
when they would go to like different towns and like have towny people box each other. I thought that was pretty fun to watch.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, shout
I
out
don't
to
think I
Pat.
knew he did stand-up comedy.
Yeah, he came he came to IU and did it in like the he like sold out the auditorium.
Damn.
Because I mean, you know, Colts fans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really watch that many sports. Do you
Not
watch
either.
sports? Yeah,
Not
see,
at all.
I don't either.
I'm way too busy with trying to figure out guitar and
Right.
pedals and sound equipment. I have no time for that stuff.
Right.
But would you though? Like, even though so let's say you weren't busy doing that, would you watch sport? Like, are you a sports fan?
Never was really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Even when I played football, I hated it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was like,
I feel like, we played sports our entire life.
Yeah,
we played
same
sports
here.
together our
Yeah.
entire life.
baseball, football,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
basketball,
literally on the same
everything.
fucking team.
Yeah.
When you grow up in a small town, everybody's on the same damn team.
Yeah.
So we literally, we all three played sports together almost our entire lives, and it's weird that some people, they go to college and they play it, and that's all they do, and then some of them after high school, you're just like, well, I don't really, like sports that much.
Yeah.
And I don't watch them at all. I feel like I can find better things to do with my time.
Well, and some people get crazy with the fantasy stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
if you're making money, sure, I can see
Yeah.
if
Right.
you're making like an extra $100 a month or something.
Yeah.
But if you're not even making money, it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I cannot even talk to a sports fan
no.
because if that's all they talk about, I walk away.
Yeah,
If you start talking to me about sports and I have no fucking idea, I'm just like,
I don't even.
go.
I don't even watch a Super Bowl anymore. I used to watch at least the
Rams.
Super Bowl. I don't watch a Super Bowl anymore.
No, I can come up with a lot better things with my time. Honestly, we dedicate time to the podcast every week, but it's not.
Ever since we started doing 2 episodes a week, I have no time anymore.
Yeah, I dedicate a lot. Ryan does the editing and everything,
Yeah.
and I do primarily just research and articles and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But even other than that, I work, I only work 3 days a week. But still, I find a lot better things to do with my time
Right.
than watch sports.
You also
and like that.
handle getting guests and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I do a lot.
But I feel like that's not as difficult as
It
I
is-
might think it be.
It is if
You run out of people.
Yeah. Honestly, since we're older, when you're older and because we haven't left the house in 6
I feel like people
months,
want something to do.
I feel like they want something to do, but also you haven't got out and talked to anybody,
Mhm.
and you haven't. You haven't made any connections, so it's hard to. I feel like it's gonna start getting difficult here in the next couple months. Trying to get people to come in. I just as a future reference that I'm seeing now projected that because people probably don't want to come in because they either have kids or they have busy lives. It's really hard to come in on a weekday,
Right.
that fits right. Everybody's got their own schedules, but we make it work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're not Joe Rogan, and we can just fly people
Yeah,
out.
right.
Fly people to fucking Texas.
Texas now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, you want to be on the podcast? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Where you at? You still in LA? No, I'm in fucking Texas.
Is that what that is? Because I saw he got a new
He
studio.
moved.
Mhm.
He completely moved.
A lot
Really?
of those guys moved.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that Joey Diaz. He was talking about he would totally move to Lexington, Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah. Just
I think he moved back to Jersey though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just. Everybody's leaving LA.
LA's a shit show right now.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes sense. It's crazy out there, the influx of people.
The fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has a fucking
Gender reveal party.
This is a second fucking
I
time.
think it's like the third
Nobody
time.
cares about the gender of your baby. Quit shooting shit.
We get you're in California and you can have guns in Northern California and some parts of California, but quit blowing up shit. It's
Yeah.
fucking dry,
Yeah.
okay?
Speaking of,
Super dry.
I actually have an article today about that.
8,600 acres. Oh my
Yeah, I actually have an article about that today.
But they're like, it's okay. Once it gets burnt, like new shit grows.
See,
So like,
that could have been me though, because I caught my hand on fire one time and lit up my buddy's entire backyard. And luckily it wasn't dry.
all right,
so-
let's restart. How did you catch your hand on fire?
Wild Turkey 101. Gasoline. Yeah.
Wait, so
It wasn't
far-
even necessary. It's like you get to a point where you're just like, oh yeah, just keep pouring it on there.
So far, you're in a band.
I know
Yeah.
we've done some fucked up
So
shit
this
when
is
we're
like-
drunk. But I'm pretty sure he's told like 3 fucking stories.
So when
And they're
you met
way
your-
better than ours.
So when you met
Oh.
your wife, it was, oh, so what do you like to do for fun? Well,
I like to get fucked up
I'm
and set
in
my
a
hand
band.
on fire.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
in a band. I drink socially.
Mhm.
And I like to catch shit on fire.
Yeah.
So far, you've had 2 stories where you burnt your shoes, you didn't have any,
Yeah.
and you lit your hand on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something tells
That's
me
the way
you
it goes.
might be a little bit of a firebug when you get
Yeah.
intoxicated.
Are you a pyromaniac?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, even when I was a kid, I liked to light matches off all the time. So
I think you have
I
an
think you
underlying
might now.
condition,
yeah,
sir.
I stay away from the gasoline now.
Now,
I've given up the gasoline. Been through.
I use diesel fuel now.
Yeah. Use
It's
lighter
much safer.
fluid.
It has like
Yeah.
a 2-second delay.
Lighter fluid is a lot safer.
Cody did that one time. We got drunk out in the woods
I
one
almost
time.
burned down the Hoosier National
No,
Park.
you almost blew your fucking self up because like they had gasoline for some reason starting the fire,
Duh.
and it was kind of going out. Well, it's a good thing it was the one where you pull the trigger and it will shut it off.
The safety can.
So Cody just like takes it and dumps it over top of it, and that flame just whoosh
Yeah.
shoots up that stream, and he's just like and closes it and
I
just
throw
throws it
Yeah.
across the fucking forest.
And
Oh
there's
my
like
God.
flame here, flame
Yeah.
here, and it's
Yeah.
like November, so there's leaves everywhere.
Yep.
And Ryan was so drunk that he's
I was
like,
like-
I'll put it out. He goes, huh!
And
And
I-
he throws a beer,
And it hits a fucking tree right in front of
Yeah.
And I was like,
was throwing a beer,
yeah.
going to fucking put out.
Oh,
a
fuck.
fire.
That was the best idea I had.
And
Oh
so
my
one of our
gosh.
buddies walks up to the gas can and goes, and blows it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I almost burned down the Hoosier National Forest.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd pull up pictures if I wasn't an asshole pulling up on my phone, but I had like 3rd-degree burns all up my fingers here and everything.
You can pull it up if you
Yeah,
want.
it was bad.
Yeah,
it was not fun. It took like 2.5 weeks to finally get to the point where.
Oh my God.
I know that 2 years after that happened, when we were camping, I know that 2 years after that happened, I was working in just a farm and home store in between college for a summer job. And on the gas cans, they were the safety gas cans, but on the gas cans, it had a picture of a guy that had severe burns. I mean, all over his face and arms. And it's like, this is what happens when you light campfires with gasoline. I was like,
No shit.
I was like, that's fucking terrible.
I
That's
mean-
like, that reminds me, we've talked about it multiple times.
But the thing is, like, I feel like it's white people. It's only white people because
Yeah.
they're the ones that lose fingers on 4th of July.
Yep.
It's white people.
Back up, Terry.
Yeah.
We're,
Back up, Terry.
yeah,
Check that
we're
out.
white trash people. I mean, come on.
Oh my fucking God. That is
Holy
rough.
shit.
Yeah.
I've never met somebody that had
Yeah.
3rd-degree burns.
It was
on their
bad.
hand. How bad it hurt?
Oh, it was terrible, and it would
Really?
like fluctuate in pain. Like the worst part of it was the doctors gave me this wrap that when you would have to take it off twice a day, but it was made to like take off the top layer every time you would take
Right.
it off to clean it. So you would just pull it off at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it would just be the most excruciating thing.
Ugh,
And you had to take this little sponge and like dab it down to disinfect it and everything.
Jesus Christ.
It was not fun. That's why I've given up the gasoline.
Holy
Yeah. It only goes in my
shit.
mower and my truck. That's it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. That is insane.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I've never met anybody with
It's funny now, but it wasn't.
Oh
funny
yeah,
at the
fucking
time.
hilarious
Yeah.
now. But at the time, it hurt like a son of
Oh,
a
it was
bitch.
awful. It was
Yeah,
awful.
I'm glad you stopped when you did. You look like Spawn walking in here.
The funny thing though, like when it happened, is my hand was on fire and I reached back to grab my shirt and I pulled my shirt. I had a button up on and a shirt underneath, and I ripped my hand through the sleeve, and it was enough to suffocate it. But when I went back, I actually singed the top of my head too,
Oh,
so
yeah.
my hair caught a little bit on fire too.
Jesus.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Welcome to small town Indiana, everybody.
Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She fucking went.
She went.
She sure fucking
This
went.
is great. Future reference, everybody. Just a projected outcome. don't let your kids play with gas.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
How about fucking fire? Anything.
Yeah, don't if your kid's a pyromaniac, feed him to an alligator, make a new one. But no, don't.
I would say the alligator is far worse than playing with gasoline.
I mean, if they're 2 years old, it's just one chomp and you're gone.
Yeah.
They spawn in them holes, so
Yeah.
it's all right.
Ugh. I think they rip them apart first, so
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
no, it's okay.
Oh, that doesn't happen.
I've seen enough episodes of Swamp People to know that they rip them apart.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The fact that you use swamp people as a reference.
Oh yeah.
It's like, this is what happens when you fuck your cousin.
Shit.
You're stuck
Oh,
hunting alligators
shit.
for the rest of your
Some of them are
life.
normal. Some of them are normal, alright?
Which fucking one?
I don't know. I remember I watched that one.
What is normal about riding around in a fucking bass boat? No, I'm sorry.
Sounds like fun to me.
No,
I
hold
don't
on.
know.
What is normal about riding around in a pontoon boat and getting hung up in tall grass in a fucking swamp and you just, shoot alligators for a living?
No, the one dude's got a jet boat though. He
Yeah.
can fly over shit. What was his name? I can't remember.
Fuck, I don't know. The one that went. But he had his own 22 ammo, okay? But I remember that I watched one episode, and that one of the kids, because they have to hit like a quarter size hole in the back of their head unless they use something bigger than the 22.
Right.
They'd shoot and it'd ricochet, and that dude got shot 3 fucking times in that episode because
Oh
it
my
ricocheted
God,
and went in his arm and then went on the side of his head and
Isn't it crazy how the only way to kill an alligator is you have to hit it in this spot? That's fucking insane.
Well, I mean,
Their brains are like this big.
Yeah, that's why they can't distinguish a 2-year-old from a normal person.
they just see food.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how hungry do you think an alligator is in the retention pond at Disney World?
You're pretty
Super
fucking hungry.
Must be.
All he's had in the past month is cotton candy and fucking happy nachos.
Right.
But
the thing is, he chose the best one because babies are always prime.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
mint.
the veal of the people.
The veal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to irresponsible parents everywhere.
Yeah.
Jeez. No, but that's just insane. I mean, literal fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I have an article about fucking alligator or crocodiles too this week. It's crazy.
Yeah, but didn't you do one about another crocodile or something like that?
Oh,
you got a lot of dinosaur stories.
The terror.
The turtle story.
Yeah, the turtle.
Yeah,
story.
turtles are dinosaurs, man.
Yeah. But no, the
turtles all the way down.
It was the terror crocodiles. Did you listen to that episode?
No, I did not.
There's
I mean, we don't have to talk about it, Cody.
Oh, we can. We can. I mean, there's there's this new species of crocodiles that they found, and they're called terror crocodiles.
Oh, they're
And
just giant crocodiles.
they're literally they more or less look like this, but they are the size of a city bus. So
Yeah, because
here's-
supposedly they don't stop growing until it's something kills them or they die of starvation.
So here's the skeleton that they have in a museum that they found. It's literally the size of a city bus. And let me see if I can find that. So here's the article. So basically, the teeth are the size of bananas. Yeah, they're huge. We did this article a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. So yeah, the teeth are the size of bananas, and the study started in 2018, and they just released an article. They could be up to 33 feet long.
Damn.
And they they died out before the actual massive extinction of the rest of the dinosaurs.
Probably because there was no more food.
Yeah, they lived between
probably.
75 and 82 million years ago. So they basically only lived on the coast, primarily on the coast, and they probably just literally ate everything into extinction.
Yeah.
But I mean, something as big as a city bus, that's what they fucking came from.
Either that or there was something bigger ate them.
Ooh.
It said at
Sci-fi.
the time. Well, remember the article.
Sci-fi.
The article said at the time that they were the biggest animal on Earth.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So if you're the biggest animal on Earth and you got legs,
They got fucking Andre.
huh?
They got fucking Andre the Giant. They fucking took him out. So
A crocodile?
no, Andre died. He was the biggest thing on earth.
We know, because he drank too much fucking Bud Light.
No, it wasn't Bud Light. He drank wine.
Oh, fuck. Forgive me.
I thought I saw a picture of him with a beer can, and it was like small inside of his hand.
Oh, he did drink beer because
Yeah.
Ric Flair said he drank like 97 beers on a flight
Oh
one
my-
time.
Was that Andre or was that baseball player?
No, that was Andre. But he'd always drink a case of wine. Yeah, that's it right
Yeah.
there.
That's fucking
Like
insane.
a tiny baby can.
Yeah, but the only reason they said the only reason he died is because he never got that surgery. The surgery to keep him from
You told me-
not
did
growing.
you
Are those
say-
his fucking hands? They cut his goddamn hands off?
I think it's a mold.
Are they bronze? They look like maybe you're right. Maybe it is a mold.
It's not in formaldehyde, so.
I don't fucking know.
But did you tell me that the Big Show had the same condition and he got the surgery?
Yeah, the Big Show had the same condition and he got the surgery. That's why.
That's
I've got
sitting
that
in a-
dude's autograph.
That's him sitting in a fucking plane seat.
You have the Big Show's autograph?
Yeah.
That's
2
fucking
plane
cool.
seats.
Yeah. That's a seat and 3/4.
Yeah, but I think he was only like 45 when he died or something like that. He's pretty young.
Wasn't it Wade Boggs, the guy that drank like 60 beers from a cross-country flight?
I don't remember.
I know It's Always Sunny did like an episode about it.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that he's in my Andre the Giant's in one like classic movie Princess Bride, and you could totally tell like he's at the later stage of his life.
See, if you watch the documentary, you just still need to watch that on Hulu. It's on HBO.
Andre the Giant
It's so
one.
fucking good.
Really.
They were talking about that story. That's right before he died, because they said, remember,
He was in the Princess Bride.
yeah, that's right before he died was when that movie. I think he died before it came out. But I remember when she jumps off the bridge and he has to catch her. They said that you know how she falls gracefully.
Yeah.
Because she was on wires, and he said he couldn't even hold up anything. He said he was like she was on wires and basically was suspended in the air, and he was just like basically holding her, and basically the weight of his arms, his back. It was his back that gave him problems. That's why he's drank constantly to kill the pain.
Yeah.
And he said he couldn't even...
like all fathers did back then.
Right. But I guess it was just his back that gave him so much pain, and he finally just, I guess, died from, I don't even know how he died, honestly. I think it was a heart attack or something like that. But
He ran out of beer.
probably.
He died from a broken heart.
Yeah.
He didn't get that Bud Light sponsor.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Bud Light wouldn't be a company if Andre the Giant drank their beer.
But again, I do recommend everybody go watch that. If you don't have fucking HBO, get on your Hulu shit. And if you don't have fucking Hulu, what are you doing?
If you don't
Who
have,
doesn't have Hulu?
if you don't
Pay the
have,
extra $15 a
if you
month.
don't have Hulu, you definitely drink Fireball.
How are you going to watch Bob's Burgers if you don't have Hulu?
Well, we do have listeners all over the world, so some of them might not get Bob's Burgers. Which
If you got fucking
is that a
Hulu.
thing still in 2020? You don't get everything else that everybody else gets,
I don't know.
unless you're in China.
I like Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Or North Korea. I mean, you definitely don't get a fucking
No.
thing.
No.
Can you imagine
No.
what the TV looks like in North Korea? It's just like Kim Jong Un has his own
Non-existent?
fucking show.
Yeah.
He's
Like
the
him-
one that only has a TV?
Yeah,
He
Kim Jong-un
like
had-
made the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim Jong Un he has like his own show. So it's like in fucking like the Spy Kids movies when it's like the fucking
And he just like sits there and waves.
yeah.
And that's it. Like, eat some fucking chicken wings, damn it. Give us entertainment.
Yeah, that's all he has. He's like,
Put some hot
hey,
sauce on
good
it.
morning, and then he just hey, good night, and that's it. TV just blank
That's all he
the whole
gets.
fucking time.
Ugh.
You got 3 channels, and they're all Kim Jong Un, and
Jeez.
not one of them like give me entertainment, like eat fucking like you said, eat chicken wings,
Chicken wings.
fucking I don't know.
They still don't know if he's dead yet.
He's fucking alive.
I don't know.
He's alive. I'm not even gonna look it up because he's fucking alive.
You don't have to. I mean,
It's fake.
he might be dead.
It's fake news.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah. They said
Supposedly
he went
died.
under heart surgery, and then they said he was in a medically induced coma, and then like 3 months later, they played a video of him like basically like coming out and waving, and then he just went back for like a ceremony. But they said that was fake, and he's still in a coma. So
If Kim Jong Un paid you guys $1 million, would you hang out with him for a week?
like the James Franco movie.
Like Dennis
If
Rodman.
we could listen to Katy Perry, I'd be okay with it.
like Dennis Rodman hung out with him. Like, you gotta hang
For
out.
$1
And
million?
Dennis Rodman fucked that up.
Yeah.
As
He-
broke as I am, I might consider it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Totally. Like, broadcast his podcast.
You know why
on
Dennis
radio.
Rodman can't go back right? Like, he was a huge Dennis Rodman fan.
He
and
dyed his hair the wrong color?
No, Dennis Rodman went there like 2 or 3 times. But like the last time he got so fucked up that he like pissed and shit in the hallway, you know, doing what Dennis Rodman do.
Yeah.
And and then Kim Jong's just like, you can't come
Drinking
back.
rice wine.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman is the fuck up of the NBA. Do you remember when he was like actually good? Like he was fucking good at basketball.
Yeah, the only thing was like everybody's like Dennis Rodman sucks at basketball. He can't shoot. He can't do any
He was
shooting.
on the Bulls
Yeah,
with
but
Michael
he
Jordan.
can't do any shooting at all. But you know what he can fucking do? Rebound.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was on the Bulls because he could get the ball. He could grab it and throw it to
He could
MJ.
throw them fucking bows.
Yeah.
You know what I think? I think Dennis Rodman tried to bang Kim Jong-un's sister. She
I
just came
doubt
to
it.
visit for the
It's
weekend.
gotta be that.
Just came to visit for the weekend. I mean, Kim Jong-un doesn't care if you piss and shit in his hallway. He can just go down the other hallway.
He's not the one cleaning it. Yeah.
No, fuck. Who the fuck cares? It's not a sign of disrespect. That motherfucker eats shit. For
Well, I
a living.
remember, I forget what it was on MTV, but it was like, it was crazy party stories. Maybe it was Party Legends or something
That
like
was
that.
back when MTV was good.
Yeah, and like Dennis Rodman was on there. He's like, I'm gonna tell you how I broke my dick twice, because like it was like a 90-degree like
Let me tell you.
broken.
That's
That
insane.
sounds
I think
awful.
the first time was he was like, I was trying something new with my girlfriend, and she's like, you know what? You lay on the bed, and I'm gonna jump up and I'm gonna try to land on it.
Oh.
And then he's like, broke my dick the first time, and like
See,
he had
that's when you know the shit's getting dull.
yeah,
Like that's when you know the
Or
shit's
there's a lot
getting-
of drugs involved.
like
Yeah.
like freaking. I feel like Dennis Rodman had more sex with chicks than Magic Johnson, and Magic Johnson got HIV, and Dennis Rodman did not. Dennis Rodman had a boatload of other shit.
Magic Johnson had AIDS. Has AIDS.
I thought it was just HIV.
The HIV is terminal. AIDS is not. You can't cure HIV. You can cure AIDS.
Feel like you're fucking wrong on
I
this.
thought it was HIV and then
HIV and
No,
then
it's
AIDS.
AIDS and then HIV.
No, bro. You
Yeah.
seen the how many times you watched the Dallas Buyers Club?
He had AIDS.
And he fucking died, didn't he?
Eventually, that's before they had the medicine.
See, I thought Magic Johnson had full blown AIDS,
I thought he just had
and
HIV.
I thought they just had it like. I don't
See,
know.
I feel like he had HIV, but he was so rich and had so much money he could take care of it. I don't feel like he ever got AIDS.
He did have it.
Did
He
you?
does
Is
have it.
AIDS worse than HIV?
Yeah. I'm gonna accept these cookies.
It can-
HIV is a virus that can lead to a condition called AIDS.
Boom, bitch! Shut the
Damn.
fuck up.
Well, AIDS is pretty much curable now because Magic Johnson's still fucking here.
No, because he only had HIV.
He has AIDS. Am I really gonna have to Google does Magic
No,
Johnson
I'm pretty
have
sure
AIDS?
he had AIDS.
Maybe
He
he,
does
did.
have
But
AIDS.
it's like manageable now or something. Like they have some sort of. It's not a vaccine. But
Yeah,
it's just.
it's not a vaccine, but it's medication, and yeah, he has AIDS.
That he contacted. The virus.
Contracted
He
HIV.
contracted HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, but he never had it.
Oh.
20 years with HIV.
Okay, whatever. But
Well,
either way,
there
Give it up.
There it is.
Give it
There
up.
is.
Ryan's right once on this fucking show.
either way, they basically come up with a way to basically pretty much live with it, and you don't have to die anymore.
Yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club was in the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
Everybody died back then.
They said he was going to die in like 9 months, and I think he survived like another 12 years or something.
Yeah,
He
because
did a killer job in that movie.
He did.
yeah.
Can you imagine? Although he looked like, I don't know if that one's worse, like losing weight for a role.
Yeah.
That or
Well,
Christian Bale in
yeah.
that one movie, whatever movie it was called.
That was it was called Fighting. No, it was with Mark Wahlberg. I know what you're talking about though. He was
I mean, that's fighting.
he was a hair
bone in his
right.
body.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, fun fact. I didn't know if you knew Matthew McConaughey was on this podcast a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was a guest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's shitty Matthew McConaughey.
It was HIV Matthew McConaughey. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club Matthew McConaughey.
Cody
I'm
likes
not a very
Cody
good-
likes to do impressions,
I'm not very good at
but he's
that.
not very good at
Okay.
impressions.
I see.
Yeah. Can't wait for the Halloween episode. Coming up with some big plans.
Oh, are ya?
No, not really,
It's
no.
my favorite holiday.
Yeah, me
Is
too.
Yeah.
Are you
Halloween's
a
dope.
fucking Satanist?
No.
Halloween's my
No.
favorite holiday too, you
fucking
ass.
Sacrifice,
No.
You sacrifice fucking
No.
pigeons in the woods? You fucking
Well,
weirdo?
that's a different story.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
won't get
okay.
into that.
No, we just set fire to ourselves.
I was performing a seance and it just
Yeah.
turned
We fucked up. All right.
Make me the best country band in Indiana. Come
Yeah.
Flame on.
Holiday.
It always has been. I like the creepiness of it. I like the darkness of it. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Cool. It's always been Halloween and 4th of July. It's my favorite.
It's like
I would rather have Halloween than I'm more excited for Halloween than I am Christmas.
Me too.
I love
Yours is Thanksgiving, ain't
I
it?
love fucking weirdos.
Well, you gotta love Thanksgiving. Too.
I love fucking weirdos that hand out apples.
Mine's favorite Halloween too. Fucking 31 Days of Halloween, all the movies and shit.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus, Paranorman.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Halloween's
Scary
dope.
movies,
They do
everything,
have some
yeah.
of the best movies. They
Yeah.
do have some of the best movies. I will say. But my favorite Thanksgiving. It's pretty hard to move past Thanksgiving. It's
Yeah.
your best. I mean, come on now. It's food.
Yeah. Thanksgiving, we killed all the
It's
Native
centered-
Americans. No big deal.
Literally Thanksgiving centered around food, but it's not the fucking same.
No.
It is not the same, but I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
No. I don't know anybody who likes Christmas. Maybe kids. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like Christmas, but it's just because.
And I feel like if you're just like a white girl, you're just like, my favorite's New Year's. We get fucked up.
New Year's.
Yeah.
New Year, new me.
Yeah, New Year, new me. Try to get on that diet. Get fucking beautiful.
I gotta lose this 5 pounds before
No.
December.
Honey, you don't need to go on a diet. You can just throw up after you eat. It's fucking easy. God gave us fingers to vomit, don't you
It's a
know?
good sorority girl impression there.
Yeah. It's a little more manlier than
And
I'd like,
if
but
all else fails, I mean, I hear HIV helps lose weight. So
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
We are steering.
we're steering where?
I don't know. We've talked about a lot of shit. You made
Yeah,
fun of people with pacemakers. Fuck kids who basically get attacked by animals.
Yeah.
No, not fuck kids.
It started with Harambe though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we went down the rabbit hole real quick.
Yeah, we did.
But that's how I feel. I feel
That's
really
how we do it
funny.
on the show. We're
I
all
feel like
funny.
if you can't watch your kid at a fucking zoo with animals that can kill everybody,
Yeah.
you deserve it.
I don't know. I feel like we always start good on these episodes and then we just fucking swan dive. But
That's fine. We're getting the most downloads we've ever gotten, so we
we
must be doing something right.
I feel
Yeah,
like the
stop
guests.
having a
I feel
good
like the
time.
guests might help. So
That's crazy.
that's always good.
So who is? So let's get back to. I don't know if you like talking about music or.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I
Okay.
love music. Yeah.
Who's your top 5? It doesn't have to be country, but who's your top 5 bands / artists that basically inspired you? Because I know you've been in every single band or genre
a
ever.
lot of different
So,
genres.
Yeah. So who's like your top 5 artists / bands that probably inspired you to do what you do now?
Well, for country, probably Hank Williams Sr. and Merle Haggard. Doesn't get much better than that.
Right.
Metal, Lamb of God.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put on some Sacrament or anything like that, it just goes off the rails.
He puts on his Speedo and gets his dick hard.
No.
Real quick.
No, I don't have any Speedos anymore.
I sit in the bathtub and shave my legs.
Oh, man. I shouldn't have brought that up.
I feel like okay, gets Silence of the Lambs in here. He's just like tucks back and just like starts dancing in the mirror. Would you fuck me? I fuck me. I fuck me so hard.
Oh, God. No, that's not me.
That's how the honeymoon went after they got.
Oh yeah. Hey baby, come here.
I'm bringing my Speedo. Put on Lamb of God.
Oh, my gosh. Shit, I don't know, man.
How about top 3?
Top 3?
One more.
Well, that's the hard thing about when people ask you your favorite musicians or, bands or whatever. I always have to break it down into genres because
Yeah,
I can't
right.
compare each one to each
Right.
I mean, obviously, if you've been in such a diverse group of bands and genres, I mean, obviously, each one has inspired you
Mhm.
to be in every single one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I think you named off so you've been in 5 bands.
Yeah,
Probably,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how I am too. If somebody's like, "Oh, what's your favorite bands?" It was like, but I listen to everything. I
Yeah.
listen to rap, R&B.
Like Yellow Card, their drummer was like a huge inspiration for me.
Right.
Largeny Parsons III, that dude was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, when people ask me what my favorite music is, I was like, I have no favorite music. I listen to pretty much fucking everything.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
Unless it's, No, I'm pretty much open. I like pretty much everything. But that's
I like hip hop, rap. I mean, oh God, so many people. Big Crit, Wiz Khalifa.
I mean, honestly, it's just it defines who you are. I mean, I feel like music defines who a person is a lot.
It has to.
Right.
Yeah, it has, and so just the fact that you've been from every single one, which is, I think we can say that country is like way the fuck over here, and all the other ones are kind of over here. And you wind up being, country. And it was, I mean, obviously you said it was like, you didn't come into liking country until probably after high school.
In college, yeah. I didn't know my drums anymore. I just started learning how to play guitar. But there was like a medium in between, because one of my favorite artists was Hank Williams III, which he did a lot of like punk rock mixed in with his country. I mean, he had screamers in the background and everything in his country stuff.
I know a lot of people that don't like Hank.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he talks about like Satan, drugs, drinking, hard living, but it's just good stuff,
right?
Like,
which is like right up your fucking alley, because it's just like sacrificial shit. But we still got. He's like a Hank.
Well, it's like I kind of compare the country thing to like how I used to view music back in high school. It's like when I was listening to metal and stuff. If you didn't do a certain type of metal, you sucked.
Right.
Like, it was either this or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with country. If you're playing like Sam Hunt, Luke Bryan stuff, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, don't even say hi.
It's like what our dad said in high school. It's like if you wore short socks in high school, you were a fucking nerd.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. You have preferences, and I know what I like. I know what I don't like, and I don't like to talk shit about that stuff that I don't like, because there's people that do like it, and more power to you. But I just don't care for it.
And you could always use a couple more fans, so.
But there's nothing more annoying than some guy coming up to the stage and was like, play Jason Aldean's song. I'm like, no. Or he's like, Freebird. And I always go, more reverb. And I'll go down. I'll go back to the mixer and turn up the reverb all the way. It makes it sound like I'm in a cave out front. That usually is a good joke. But it's just nothing worse than that. But,
I don't think I've been anywhere where you've done that.
No, probably not.
I know, no, him.
Oh yeah.
I remember we went to the casino one time, and then the band they were just setting up, and then some drunk guy's like, "Hey, play Freebird," and they're like, he gets on the mic and he's like, "There's always one." Like they were just setting up. They hadn't even started yet.
Yeah. I was in the Bluebird one time, and there was this presumably a frat guy. He was yelling at a Tom Petty tribute band, Freebird, after every single song.
Really?
And I'm just like looking at this guy like, what are you doing? Like, why are you even here?
I don't know.
You can't get into a Tom Petty tribute band?
Right. And how many times can you listen to Freebird before you're absolutely sick of listening
to
Freebird?
Yeah. It's a great song. Everybody knows it's a great song.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, 9 minutes a song, I mean, you're kind of fucked after about 3 times.
Yeah, right.
When you spend 30 minutes after listening to it only 3 times, you can't really get much out of life.
Unless you're like a guitar player and you're trying to learn every lick or something like that. There's
right.
people that do that, but
yeah, after about 3 minutes of Freebird, I'm just like, all right, we heard it. Let's go something else.
Yep, let's do it.
How would you like to be? I mean, obviously the band that wrote the song Freebird, you're just like, well, everybody knows our fucking band, but it's just like, nobody wants to hear any of it. Shit.
Everybody had so many good songs, though.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear any of our shit. Yeah, I mean, they definitely had. It was during the time where it was, like Vietnam War and all this.
It was later than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking know. Either way. But there's a bunch of bands that were big during that time, and literally the only thing you fucking write that everybody remembers, most people remember, is fucking Freebird.
Yeah, that one song from Forrest Gump.
yeah, literally. I mean, when you write a I think it's like 9.5 minutes. When you write a 9.5 minute song, I mean, it's pretty hard to forget it.
Well, that was a thing to do in the 70s. I mean, you were coming out of that psychedelic jam band phase, moving into like more structured, longer songs that did a lot of different things, different movements and shit. But like, the cool thing about Skynyrd was they had this really hard edge to their music, and a lot of their like guitar solos and stuff were very structured. There wasn't a lot of like freeballing going on in the guitars, because they were all like, one guy was playing the main solo and the other guy was playing the harmony on top of him, so they both had to coordinate and know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a different way of going about rock and roll music that kind of just took everybody by storm. You know?
Exactly.
Right. What's your favorite? What would you say your favorite rock? Then is it 80s hair, 70s? What would you say it is? 'Cause
I mean, shit, I can get down to some Motley Crue, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Motley Crue.
I mean, my go-to karaoke song is "Home Sweet Home." So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to.
That was a good one.
I'm up there playing air piano. I don't know how to play piano. I cannot play. I tried to play harmonica for a time, then I was like, this ain't for me.
It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, you got to get into folk for that.
Yeah.
Folk's one genre I never quite got into.
It's like polka. It's like its own fucking thing.
Right.
It's like you want to be a folk singer? Okay.
Like, I don't want to go to a party and hear Neil Young, Bob Dylan. Just don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Is it what time are we at? You want to get into some news topics?
We're at 150.
An hour and 50?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right.
This,
I had no idea.
Podcast,
Yeah,
I mean, this shit goes, man.
Yeah.
Let's do a few.
What time you got to get out of here?
Doesn't matter. I mean, as long.
All right.
Let's do 2 hours and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. All right. So, do we want to do like a couple of news stories?
Yeah, we can do a few. I got a couple too. So
All right.
just let me know if you need one.
All right. So, here we go. We'll do this one. This is right up our redneck alley.
TMZ always good.
Yeah. And it's weird about the TMZ article because the person that wrote the article was like, okay, check this out. Here's what happened. And I'm just like, this is so fucking
The
lame.
deputy whose body cam was rolling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So basically, what happened was a Georgia deputy caught out of her squad car to go serve some subpoena papers at this residence. And she usually, while she's gone, she usually just leaves her driver's door open because she's literally has to like run away from somebody's dog or something like that. So she leaves her door open and she comes back and there's a fucking goat eating her paperwork in her seat. It's the craziest fucking thing. And if this video will load, I'll play it for you guys. And just go ahead and keep turning it up, Ryan. But yeah, so the goat climbed in the driver's seat while the deputy served the papers. And once the deputy got all of her paperwork back from the goat, it basically headbutts her. And I'll fast forward it a little bit because it's like a 2-minute long video when she comes back to the squad car. So
It's in her fucking car?
Yeah. The goat is in her.
How the fuck did it get in her car?
She left the driver's door open.
Oh, okay. Driver's door.
She left the driver's door open.
Get out!
Come on.
She left the other door open.
Got a fucking bell around its neck and shit. And dude, if you were the resident of the house, totally you're laughing your ass off.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Get out. Get out.
It's just eating the rest of her summons paperwork that she has to serve to other residents.
I guess she can just be like, hey,
It's pretty awesome though.
Everybody's like, dog ate my homework, goat ate my paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spilling my sweet tea!
Yeah, you spilled sweet tea all over my feet.
Is it gonna ram her knees?
I don't know, but that goat gives no fucks.
This is so fucking country bumpkin. I'm not, like, it's ridiculous. Literally, the fucking dog shows up and shit.
Hang on.
It's Georgia Wild Kingdom, everybody. This is crazy.
Maybe all those waitresses are trying to square up to some goats, man.
Oh shit! Knock her fucking ass down!
So it headbutts the shit out of her.
Listen, people, cops are. Never mind. I was gonna say something. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Never
Bloody
mind.
going pretty deep.
Yeah. If you want to take care of the cops on your protests and stuff, just get a goat because it'll take them out. I was gonna say something completely different, and I'm
so
glad
the
I got
goat-
myself.
The goat was not about having the papers taken from it. So the deputy was unharmed and the goat was unharmed both.
I'm sure she was unharmed. It's a fucking goat, not an alligator or a rumbe. Jesus.
So I got another one here. I actually just found this one earlier. This is extremely entertaining to me. So this 80-year-old man that was hiking in the mountains in Yorkshire Dales, England. He was hiking with a walking partner during a hailstorm, wound up getting separated from his walking partner, and he's missing for 4 days. So Harry,
This is like that fucking turtle story, I swear to God.
So Harry Harvey.
Wait, that's the guy who got lost?
Yeah, he's 80
What the
years
fuck
old.
is he doing out there?
He's 80 years old. He's an experienced. So Harry Harvey, an experienced hiker, was reported missing by his walking partner in a hailstorm. So police, mountain rescue, and the Royal Air Force, and it was around roughly 100 people or more. They were searching for him for 4 days.
Can I stop you just for a second? I feel like if you're an experienced hiker, that doesn't mean you're just old and you like to hike. Okay? I'm pretty sure that's why. It's just like, oh, he's an experienced hiker and shit. He walked around his block 6 fucking times before he did this shit.
And how do you get separated from your walking partner?
Well, he was obviously left behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. So over 100 people searched for him for 4 days, and they were at this. Since this is in England, they were at this pub. They were basically planning next steps and obviously getting drunk. Planning next steps.
He'll be alright. He's fucking out there. He's an experienced hiker. Let's get fucked up.
Yeah, they're planning the next steps to go searching for him. When he walks in the fucking door.
He's just like, what the fuck, guys?
I need a lager.
Yeah.
So he showed up at the pub wondering what was going on, and he stated saying, I had a good 3 wild camping nights, and I had everything I needed, but he was running short on food, so he decided to come back.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not joking.
He was in full
Okay,
control.
I take back everything I said. This guy's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bump. He had a laceration on his head because he fell off of a bridge. That's what he said. He said, I fell off of a bridge, and he said he lost his glasses, but luckily his glasses were like neon orange, so he found them. And he basically just hung out, and he was running low on food, so he's like, well, might as well go back. And so he came back home, and he's safe and sound, and his son is quoted saying he can wear and test out his new hiking boots somewhere else besides the mountains next time.
Jesus
Christ.
So, oh boy, this 80-year-old badass literally climbed a mountain to test out his new hiking boots and was gone for 4 fucking
Yeah, I
days.
take back everything I said. This guy is super dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I thought it was going to be like that one story where that wasn't he like 94 or 92 or something, where he broke the world record of pacing in his fucking garden.
No, he was 100.
Oh yeah, he was 100.
He was 100. It was 100-year-old Royal Navy captain,
Yeah.
I think. And
For his 100th birthday, he did 100 laps around his 20-foot garden and then got fucking knighted.
yeah, I think I remember the fucking name.
We talked about this, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure the queen just wanted to get laid, and she's like, this 100-year-old dude can do it for me.
I thought that was his fucking name. Yeah, but he literally, so his garden, I mean, in England, your garden is like just your front or backyard. But he did 100 laps, and he raised like 40-something or...
Yeah, he raised quite a bit of money for...
30 or 40-something $million for healthcare workers.
Oh, well, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
But because of that, he got knighted by the queen.
Right.
Wow.
I mean,
But this dude was just taking a stroll.
it's like, to me, I mean, yeah, it's a great fucking cause. And I mean, we saluted him on the Cummcast for that. It's a great cause.
That's what happens. We usually talk shit about him, and then we read the rest of the article.
Yeah, we're like, all right, that's pretty awesome.
But then I was just thinking, I was like, he reminds me of that old man off of Grumpy Old Men. Like the movie Grumpy Old Men.
The
It's
dad.
like, he walked up to the queen to get knighted, and he's like, want to see my cantaloni?
Yeah.
My beefy, spicy pepperoni.
I love that fucking guy.
Yeah, shout out to Grumpy Old Men. They are all fucking dead. They're all dead.
They are all
Those
dead.
are awesome fucking movies.
Yeah.
So I guess it's time now, right?
That's it.
Okay,
Cool.
so thank you all so much. Do you have anything to promote before we go?
Just check out Cody Ikerd Music on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and come out and see some crazy shit.
You guys have an album, right?
Yeah. We have 2 albums out on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all that good stuff. And as of today, we're heading back to the studio on December 11th to work on a new single. So,
Cool.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good.
What are the names of those albums?
The first one's called Honest Man. The second one's called You Can Find Me in a Honky Tonk.
With burnt hands.
With burnt hand.
I did play a gig with my burnt hand too.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah.
That is a badass. Everybody.
That's what rock stars do, people.
Yeah, that's what country.
I got
music
kind of
rocks
drunk
are.
that night because the pain was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, if I'm drunk drifting aimlessly in Nashville on my vacation, I'll be like, "Hey, you heard of Cody Ikerd and Sidewinders?" You only have them play.
Yeah.
He plays with third-degree burnt hands.
Yeah,
Right.
He's dedicated.
It's committed,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Come on.
Well, go follow his shit, everybody.
Yeah.
We had a blast doing this fucking episode.
Yeah,
and
appreciate you guys for having me.
Hey,
on,
not a
man.
problem, man. You can come back on any fucking time.
Cool.
So thanks everybody for listening. Again, go follow Cody's shit. Go follow our shit. Send us an email. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for the downloads. Thanks for telling a friend if you told somebody. Go follow us on all our pages. Go follow Cody. We appreciate you guys so much. We couldn't do this without you. Remember, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Wash your motherfucking ass. Remember, you are a fucking badass. Let's get out of here.
All right, guys, go get some Zen Garden Double Dry Hopped New England IPA by Clown Shoes Brewing. I've had 3 of them. It's a very good beer,
Yeah.
guys.
Next time you want a beer, you can just ask. You don't have to fucking get up like some rude ass.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so go
Just
get
saying.
some. Go get some today. This will get posted on Monday, so we'll tag you on everything. Thanks for coming out, Cody. Everybody go check out his shit. Love you guys. Tell somebody, subscribe, rate us, so we can get this podcast out to all the masses and show everybody that the Cummcast can be in your ears too. So, thank you all so much. Love you guys. Remember, be the person the dog thinks you are. And always remember, everybody, much love. When life gets hard and life gets you down, milk that pig, everybody.
Peace.
Be out.